Opie and Dopey.
Two guys that hate each other.
Just shut your mouth.
I hate them.
Shut up.
Don't be unkind.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, very nice.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fine bunch of bullies, aren't you?
I'm Opie.
I could give a fuck. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm on the radio.
Shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show. It's all about fun, fun, fun.
I'd love to spit in your face.
I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, stupid.
I'm just a zilch and I know it.
Who cares? We're trying to do a fucking radio. I know what we're trying to do. I'm sitting here across from you. I understand that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Despicable asshat.
These dummies that work for us. You guys stink.
Ben looks like a tall baby. Always laughing in the wrong places. Ben, where's the coffee?
He rock.
Hopefully he's going through a car wash with his mouth open.
And there's Steve.
Steve is a piece of garbage.
And you stink.
You are cordially invited to a robbery rape.
This is family entertainment.
This show is a disaster.
Opie and Anthony Show.
If you have any food, fling it now.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Cadillac. Breakthrough.
That was me. Oops. They're laughing at me already.
Would you have the TV up?
Yeah, watching a little TV. I thought
we had a Cadillac as a sponsor of this program. I was stunned. That'd be great.
I wanted to be well informed before we started the broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm trying harder every day.
Well informed by watching.
Just the news, really.
Is that what we were watching?
We were watching Katie Couric get a
mammogram.
A breast exam.
She's getting a mammogram. And they strategically put the camera where you couldn't see her perky little knobs.
You made a good point. She likes to be poked and probed.
And that's like her thing. Well, her husband died of the ass cancer a few years back, and she made it a mission to inform people, very noble, of the dangers of certain diseases. And now she does that by going on her show and getting the pipe, things like that. She got the pipe live on her show.
Prevention is the key.
Right, laid down. They snaked it up her like some plumber. Just threw it in there and checked her out. And now she went for a mammogram. Yeah.
I'm going to have the hose in my ass, and now Al with the weather.
Yeah, it's just a little awkward, I would think. But
here's what's happening in your neck of the ass.
It works for her. Oh, fart noise. Now, that's funny. Let's just do that the whole show. And we're changing the name of the channel to Ass 202.
Ass 202.
Because that's funny, too.
Just want to make the Howard Stern fans comfortable today.
Check the ratings. Check how we're doing.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do the old school farce thing anymore.
In the armpits?
You know why?
I used to be
You're
good at that.
You're a grown man.
That's disgusting. Wow, look at the coverage we're getting in the press.
Hey, keep it going.
All day.
This battle is going to be so easy, it's not even funny.
Wow.
It's not even funny. Howard, you have nothing. You don't have what it takes to go to satellite radio. You know that, right? You absolutely know that now.
Mm-hmm.
He had, 9-10 months to figure out what to get on his channel over there at the Little Doggy Company.
At least.
He's not allowed to broadcast for another 3 months or so. And the first noises you hear on his channal is 24 hours of farts.
Mm-hmm.
24 hours
out of everything.
Farts. That's really clever and funny.
And you call your channel...
Get it, this farts!
You call your channel Douche 100. I mean, that if you know something, Ben brought up this point. That just goes to show you how childlike it is, how easy it is to make this point that even a child like Ben can understand it. He said, it's ridiculous. The guy is in his 50s. And the fart noises, occasionally, of course, farts are funny. I mean, that's for sure. I think it transcends age.
Fart equals funny, you're right.
In the right context and circumstance.
But when it's just farting over and over and over
and when that's like your big thing.
Yeah, you had 9 or 10 months.
And 10 months
to make your first impression, and that's what you got. That's all you got. Something that a third grader could come up with.
People were, I think, hoping for a little better. The big, that's the big debut of the channel. Satellite, Stern. There it is. Have something that reflects the new medium, the ability to do things. It's almost a new start to his career. It's still radio, but it's different. It's satellite radio. He is older. He can probably make a little line between that part of his career and this new part of his career, that he is in his 50s, and it's just the more of the same.
He'll have to just keep listening to us and figure out how this thing works. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. The satellite radio thing is a lot different. You're going to have to give him a little more than farts.
You think management over there, behind closed doors, are going like,
holy shit.
Oh, my God,
we're paying him all this money. And this
$500 million. Let's listen.
And this is what he's got? This is the clever way he's going to introduce himself to satellite radio? 24 hours of farting?
It's $500 million we paid him. Turn on the radio. All right.
Is there still time to stop the check?
Money well spent. Management over there is going,
Hey, Pest,
boy.
please call Howard this morning and tell him that we're laughing at him openly. He needs to know. Because we know we're getting under his skin big time.
Yeah.
Big fucking time.
Jeez.
You'll see. In time, he'll prove that he has nothing to give as far as satellite radio goes. Nothing.
Keep up your good nature.
Absolutely nothing. And he's already bitching about the new company and stuff. And complaining and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Already.
It's just going to be more of the same. More of the same. And that same hasn't been very good of late.
It's pretty creative, though. Got to give it to him.
Douche 100, huh? High voltage doesn't sound so shitty after all.
Oh, listen, we hate the name of this channel. We said it. I mean, in the beginning, we didn't have Eric Logan, and some lawyer came up with the name of the station. That's a fact. All I know is I got a phone call just before the press conference going back over a year ago now, and she's like, you guys, we need a name for the station. And when someone says that to me, I'm thinking, okay, well, time to start thinking, time to turn on the creative juices and
get everyone together and brainstorm.
Get everyone together, we'll brainstorm, we'll figure out a great name for this channel. I didn't know I had an hour. She shows up at the press conference, she goes, you got a name? I'm like, no, don't we have a day or two? No, we need to tell the press right now.
No, we're thinking high voltage. What do you think? Yeah, what? Okay, we'll run with it.
I personally said I hate it. I hate the name high voltage. It doesn't mean anything.
Really doesn't mean. I think they were going for the shock angle.
Yeah, and we don't like the shock angle.
Shock jock, high voltage. You're going to get shocked.
The reality is it's really
touch
tough.
It.
The reality is it's really tough to shock people in radio these days. When you got Danny Bonaducci, shooting steroids into his body.
Yep.
On a weekly basis, right there for everybody to see.
That's shocking.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So you got to come up with other things. You got to be a little more creative. You got to be a little more clever. You got to be funnier, informative.
I say fart noises.
And that's all he's got. That's the point I'm getting at, Adam. Thank you. Bringing it right back around. That's all he's got. He has no fucking idea what he's gotten himself into. But he's getting
nice payday.
He's getting a good payday. So congratulations.
It's satellite.
On that.
We can actually light them now.
Anyway, yeah, we hate the name high voltage. We've been begging for a change for a long, long time. But now all the advertising for the fall and the Christmas season's going out, so it's going to continue to be high voltage, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it. Got to kind of live with it,
High voltage. That's why we barely say high voltage. We like to call this a virus. We like to call this the O&A virus.
Whenever I read it in a press release or something, you see like high voltage channel. Where is that? Yeah, I'd have to think for a second. What is?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, that's where we are.
Even when I'm in my car, listening to Ron and Fez After Us or something, and it says high voltage, I'm like, are they on another channel? I forget that
They're on high voltage?
Our channel's named High Voltage.
High voltage.
The virus would have been kind of cool, I thought. There was a bunch of names we thought of after the fact, but I guess it's too late.
Can it be changed?
They got all the printouts. They got all the printouts.
That's what you do. Click print in the computer again and make a change.
I wish it was that easy.
How hard is that?
I think it's that easy,
There's
Adam,
a goes down the block. Go buy some paper.
I think it's that easy, but So there you go. Howard debuted with fart noises, and everyone's really excited about that.
Very excited.
Boring. Dugout Doug, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
I just want to give a little something out there because we all know that Howard listens to you guys.
Well, he's got the Escalade with the XM. It's a fact he listens to XM, and I guarantee that he listens to us as well, yes.
Let me just say that Howard Stern, the king of all media, who loves your daddy, is scared of a 29-year-old, 9-to-5, overweight, single father and won't put him on the fucking air. I've called him every morning. So you know what? We'll give it to him, guys. We'll give it to him. Maybe he's scared that I'm going to get on there and swear.
Yeah.
But in January, Howard, you have no fucking excuse to not take a call from me or any of the other pests that have been trying to get through to you for the past couple of weeks.
No, that won't happen.
You're a fucking pussy, Howard. I would understand if it's the talented Opie and Anthony that are calling you. But it's not. I am a fucking piece of shit, and you won't even take my fucking call. You're a piece of shit loser, Howard. You're done.
Ooh.
You're washed up. I'm taking all the calls that you won't let us through with so we can embarrass you. That's my fucking plan. That's what I do now.
Doug, sometimes, you know, you have to do things not knowing, you know, that it's actually having an effect. But I guarantee just having the pest call the screener over there, trying to get through and saying Opie and Anthony and Howard sucks, and Howard, all you got is fart noises, drives them nuts over there.
Yeah, whether you get through or not, it's really
guarantee
bugging
it's driving them nuts over there.
Yeah.
Howard, are you listening? Because the boys put the calls on from your fans, and they got nothing but that Baba Booey bullshit. I was asking your screener the other day. I want to know what happened the night of the Jingle Ball.
Oh, good. I
want to know what happened.
He should finally tell his listeners what happened to his daughter at the Jingle Ball.
I did also read, Opie, that in time he might put his daughters on the air to fill the time of the farts and between now and when he can take the air. And he wants to give his daughters a show and let them do it. And I'm sure our listeners would just love the call-in portion of that program to just ask them a few questions.
The Army's building every single day.
We learned from the Phillips File experiment how easy it is to get a press release out there.
Yeah.
I've got it half written already for when he's on satellite, that the king of all media, the man that has been dogged by the FCC for 20-something years, is not giving us the freedom of speech on his show.
Doug.
Yo.
Ant and I took it at him as well. And, you know, he won't put us on the air either.
No.
Because we're not pussies. We called him as well. During our show, during some of those heated rants that we went on, we went, you know, call his show right now. And we you know, we couldn't get on either because he doesn't want to confront the truth.
But you guys hear me. I got nothing. I bomb half the time on your show.
Half?
I get my ass kicked.
Half? Jesus Christ. We just figured this is better than a commercial. If this was commercial radio, you were done already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I wouldn't have made it past that Monster Rant song I made. All right, guys, punching out.
All right, thank you, Doug. All right, moving on, though. That's the big news from the Howard camp, fart noises.
Yeah.
He's got a channel that he's programming, and that's how he starts it. That's just brilliant. I don't even know how we're going to compete against that, Anthony.
I don't know. We're done, I think.
All right, let's say hi to Charlie in Florida. Charlie!
Hey, how you guys are doing?
Charlie! What's up, Charlie?
Hey, I don't know if you guys saw any of the headlines down here in Florida, but there's some people letting their pets go in the late 80s. Just so happened to be some pythons. They're eating 6-foot alligators down here. One went crazy in its stomach and blew the snake up.
Yeah, I heard that story.
Wait, what happened?
I'm not sure if it was true or not. A python, huge python, ate, is it an alligator or a crocodile, sir?
Whatever.
Okay. What is indigenous to the Florida
I think it's
Everglades? Is it alligator?
Gators, yeah, crocodiles.
Yeah, gators. And then
Gators,
the crocodiles
alligators.
are like in Australia and Africa
Yeah.
and
Crocodiles have an accent.
stuff. Right. That's how you tell. G'day. Gonna eat you. And it ate one of these big, scaly things, and it burst him apart from the inside out.
The snake.
Yeah, the snake, the alligator ate his way out of the snake.
Okay, nature is going nuts.
It's hysterical. How do you eat a meal and then it starts eating you from the inside out? Wonderful. I thought it was fake though.
And that's
Sounded
the big
like one of
story,
those.
Charlie?
Yeah, it was in the newspaper. It was on the St. Pete Times newspaper, and they have pictures of it and everything. You can't tell what's the snake and what's the alligator.
Was the alligator? Did he live?
No, they both died. They found it, and they're flying over with a helicopter. They saw a carcass, and they went down and looked at it. All you see is the alligator's ass hanging out of the side of the snake.
Holy crap.
Wow, I got to see those pictures.
Yeah,
That's
we got to check
cool.
that out.
Check out, it's on, I think, bigboys.com. I think it's on there, one of their photo galleries, if you don't find it in the newspaper.
All right.
How stupid can the snake be? I mean, you just don't pop. You know, didn't he feel like, oh, I got to slow down?
Have an alligator. It's wafer thin.
No, but I'm just saying.
Just one.
Can't a snake burp? I mean,
oh, I can't fit any more.
just a little more.
Well,
it's a tiny reptile.
No one's going to beat our headlines today.
No, New York's the city with the big headlines for today.
Newsday, scare, specific threat, sparks city transit, clampdown, Homeland Security, not so sure of credibility, how threat came to light here and in Iraq, Daily News, subway terror, bombs in strollers, specific threat triggers massive NYPD mobilization, New York Post, subway bomb plot, 19 attackers sent to city, Qaeda, Jesus.
Yeah, Qaeda.
Let's call the whole thing. Oh.
Holy crap. Qaeda thugs. Sorry about that.
Yeah, 19 attackers sent to city. Qaeda thugs. Subway bomb plot. Here we go again.
Specific threat, but they're not telling anybody in New York City the threat, except for the fact that it might be in baby strollers.
Baby strollers or briefcases. They've the mayor came out and said we have specific threat, times, places, events. He goes, but we got to keep those secret.
Yeah.
But we want everybody to just go to work like you normally would and keep an eye open. Just keep an eye open.
The trains might explode.
What was the stat?
4.7
million people use the subway on a weekday. 4.7 million people. Let's find 19 of them that have a bomb.
Good luck, bro.
Good luck, bro.
My God.
It's
you smell hummus fart, run the other way.
Yeah, and I saw the news where they're searching people at the subways. Just stop. Stop searching the people you're searching. There was some surfer dude with a backpack, and he's smiling, and they're searching him. It's all cute and well and fine that we're not profiling, but it's not going to help at all. Profile. Look at all the people that have bombed subways, trains, buses, buildings, and use them as your basis for who you're searching.
They don't
Is
look
it
like
that
Opie?
hard? No. Opie, no. Me, I would hope they would search me.
Well, you get it.
Going in.
You know what my father actually said with getting on the planes and stuff? He goes, look, this profiling shit, it works, all right? You get on a plane, you look around. More than one brown, you stay in town. Remember that.
New rhymes for the new millennium. I love it.
My father's Johnny Cochran.
That's pretty good. Well, it's weird because they scare the shit out of us. They say it's specific info, but they don't tell us the info, and then they say, just go about your day.
Then they have some other rhyme. I forgot what it is, but it's if you see it.
See it, say it.
Say it.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
If you see it, say it. Something. What? Is that it? If you see something, say something?
If you see something, say something.
If you see something, say something or something.
Hey, lady, nice tits.
Yeah, if you see something, say something. What an ass on this bitch.
Jesus.
I'm just listening.
Holy Christ. Are those friggin' real, honey?
This could cover a lot more room than they intended.
Should we have our listeners come up with slogans as far as this terror threat goes?
If you see something, say something. You homeless fuck, get a job.
All right, here we go. We got some audio of this big story that's happening here in New York City.
Is this our mayor?
I'm sure others are following it across America. So
Stupid.
Let's go to the tape.
New York police officers are stepping up security searches once again as word spreads of a specific threat against the city's subways.
I didn't hear about this subway threat, and my mom called me about an hour ago, and she's like, just stay off the subways for the next couple days.
Police Commissioner Ray Kelly told commuters officers will be out in force over the next few days. Anyone carrying a bag or even pushing a baby stroller is likely to be searched.
The department asked the public to curtail the use of these items, if possible, in the transit system. Additional bag searches and other measures are being taken to provide added protection to the city's subways, buses, and ferries.
Mayor...
I don't get these press conferences. They're saying if you're gonna have a baby stroller in the subway or a backpack, you're gonna be searched, right?
Yeah. Or a briefcase now.
Or a briefcase, okay. Do they think Al-Qaeda is that stupid where they're not kind of watching the news, listening to the news, and now that they hear that, wouldn't they, like, adjust?
Yeah, take the bomb out of the briefcase.
Wouldn't they adjust their plan at that point?
Once. They put it in the guy's shoes. Remember that?
Yeah, that didn't work well.
That Wile E. Coyote attempt.
But I'm like, why are we playing?
Exploding fucking shoes.
This is like playing poker, Ant.
Yeah.
With all your cards, face up. And still trying to win the hand.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, why are we telling the terrorists basically, we're on to you, we know you're going to use strollers and briefcases and backpacks.
Right.
I'm thinking if I'm Al-Qaeda at that point, I'm like, okay, well, now we got to figure out another way to bring the bomb into the
Plan B.
Plan B, Anthony.
Right.
Exactly.
Take
we
it
all
out of the
learned about
briefcase,
Plan B.
Put it in something else.
I don't get this. I don't get how we just broadcast this shit for everybody.
Well, now they're going to be searching guys with briefcases. And, if there's things you don't want on a subway when you're going to work, it's a briefcase. I can just see all these lawyers and Wall Street types or whoever is taking their subway to work
files.
with just legal pads and books all falling out of their arms.
Strap like the little rascals.
The old book
The
strap.
old book strap with a little red slingshot in his back pocket.
Here's more audio.
Buses and ferries.
Mayor Bloomberg takes the threat seriously, but also told commuters not to be frightened. He'll ride the subway to work later this morning.
I'm going to do what I always do. Get on the train and go to work, and I know a lot of other New Yorkers will do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You're going to do it because you know.
So you have the officers conducting the searches, and we know uniformed and undercover officers will be riding along the trains with you as well.
Well, it's nice to see the mayor's going to be taking the subway. I just hope 4.7 million people can get on that car with him, which is being dubbed the safest car in the country.
Right.
Do you think the mayor is just, I'm going to hop on this one? Or do you think it's swept beforehand?
I want to see the mayor get searched, like, with a backpack and...
Yeah, it's random.
It's random, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a briefcase, doesn't he?
Sure. He won't be leaving the briefcase at home.
I love that fake shit, too. Your leaders. Well, I'm going to ride the subway, so follow my lead.
Here we go.
And all you TV crews, make sure you don't, film all the security that I have with me.
Yeah.
By the way,
don't ask any questions about the subway I'm on, which is just a little different than the one everyone else will be on.
Isn't it illegal to have cameras in the subway? Shut up, I'm the mayor.
The mayor sanctioned this.
Like, that's supposed to help. I mean, are people out there really dumb?
Yes.
Are they that stupid where all of a sudden they see the mayor riding the subway and then like, oh, see?
It's safe.
I feel safer now because
I can get on the train.
If he is on the subway, then I certainly could be on the subway today. Is that the logic of that?
Forget about terrorism for a minute. Has there ever been even petty theft on the same car the mayor has been on? Like, even the smallest little crime. Has anyone ever spit or put their foot up on a seat to get a ticket while the mayor is in that car?
There's not even been a singing homeless guy in the car with the mayor.
Of course not.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to bother you, but get him!
Yeah.
Just shoot the guy.
We got some slogans coming in. Ben in North Dakota. Ben, what's up?
I got a rhyme for you.
Yeah.
If they're brown, pat them down.
If they're brown, pat them down. Very good.
Wonderful saying, sir.
We got a trucker. This could be scary. Billy, go ahead. Billy.
Hey.
Billy.
Billy.
Oh, Billy the truck driver.
Come on, Billy.
Piggy Billy.
Billy, you, slogan. If there's a rag on their head.
Oh, hey, you talking to me?
Yeah. What's your name?
Dave.
Danny.
Jesus, Danny.
Danny.
I sometimes understand if we're saying Billy.
And it's Willie.
Yeah, and his name's
or
Willie.
something. What?
Well,
Dan?
Dave.
No, Dave.
Dave. All right, Dave. Go ahead.
Dan is close to Dave.
Yeah, Dave the trucker. Go ahead.
Hey, if there's a rag on their head, make sure they're dead.
Oh.
Guns. Everybody should have a gun, and then they wouldn't be so apt to, show themselves.
Yeah, that's the Archie Bunker bill we're trying to get past. Remember that episode where Archie did that whole thing on hijacking, and he was one of those responders to one of the news guys, so they put him on TV, and and he starts talking about hijacking and how they should just pass out guns to all the passengers on the planes. You'd be crazy to pull a rod when the whole pull a rod. Just looked like an idiot. That would work though, wouldn't it?
Sure. Let's say hi to Jim in Brooklyn. Hey, Jim.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Adam, you're a great guy, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Whatchamacallit, the cops are all over the subway stations down here in downtown Brooklyn, and this is a place that normally gets ignored. So you got to think that they got real credible information, and they're thinking that it's down here in Brooklyn.
They did get some info, and it was Brooklyn because that's where the real police presence is. But they're all over Manhattan too.
But why can't they tell us what it is?
Because it would compromise the security of this great country.
But then we'll decide at that point if we want to take the subway or even go to work.
Yeah.
Tell us something.
And
when they start using specific threat, but they're not telling you what it is, that really frustrates me. Don't say anything at that point. Just get the police presence out there and,
Reports are coming in that this was Al-Qaeda prisoners in Iraq that gave this info.
Yeah, this wasn't like a call. This was like they
But it's like if you were a prisoner over there in Iraq, wouldn't you just be every day? Every day. I mean to the point where all the good targets have been used up in a week. Where you're like, the ball of twine in Kansas. Giant ball of twine will blow up.
God, now they're doing close-ups on the Opie Anthony shirt. MSNBC, Imus,
Bartlett,
the Brian Wilson character is back on with Imus today. Rob Bartlett, who does a hilarious Brian Wilson, and he part of the wardrobe is wearing one of my brother's Opie and Anthony Spread the Virus T-shirts. Jesus.
Who's the hole in there today?
I have no idea. Are we getting audio of this? All right, we're getting audio because a lot of people are calling the show saying Imus is helping you guys out once again on MSNBC. Right on, man.
I should wear an Imus hat. I should wear the cowboy
big
hat.
Big cowboy hat. Imus in the morning on it.
Jim in Boston, what's up?
Yeah, if they knew who the bombers were or had any idea who they were, they wouldn't announce it on fucking television. So, what's the whole point of this announcement? Are they just trying to cover their ass in case something happens?
Yeah.
So they can pretend extra police force and all this and that.
They're just hoping, coincidentally, the random bombing happens during one of these alerts. Because the truth of the matter is, you look at the train bombing in Spain, in England. Look at 9/11. These are all attacks that just came from nowhere.
Exactly.
There was no warnings beforehand. These things are random. They pop up out of nowhere. And when these advance warnings come and everybody freaks out, a couple of days later, there's not as many cops. It's not in the news as much.
And the mayor wants to be. Well, the point is the mayor wants to be reelected.
Oh.
And if all of a sudden the subway blows up today and there was no warning,
and it's not his fault.
Yeah,
he warned it. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because at least if God forbid something like that happens, the mayor he covered his ass. Said, look, I warned everybody. We did the best we could. We were vigilant. We had the police out there. We were checking the strollers and the backpacks and the briefcases. So hey, it wasn't my fault to reelect me.
And I like the connection between Al-Qaeda in Iraq now trying to bomb the subways of New York. It brings Bush's whole thing together.
Yeah, but didn't we go to Iraq so we could fight the terrorists over there, not over here?
No, we didn't. We went to Iraq to get the weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, yeah.
And when they weren't there, we went to Iraq to free the Iraqi people. And then when all these terrorists start pouring in, then we went to Iraq to clean up the terrorists that would be here bombing us. There's so far 3 different reasons we're there.
Next week there's a news release, Iraq causes cancer.
Yes, I heard it does. Got to fight the cancerous threat in Iraq.
All right.
Good day, boys.
All right, thank you. Let's try a few more slogans. James in San Francisco, go ahead.
Hey, if it's brown with a rag, check its bag.
There you go. There you go. John in Jersey. Hey, John.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up?
Hey, I got 2. Let me try the first one.
All right.
If you see a turban, take the Suburban.
All right.
All right. And if the guy's a raghead, scream like a faggot.
Well, that doesn't really rhyme.
All right.
You get the first one of the day, sir.
And the first one was okay. You would have skated.
Do you also know something? We get heat for this all the time. They don't wear turbans. It's not the turban guys aren't the guys that have been doing this. They're not the Muslims. They're the Sikhs They are the Sikhs, and they are the ones that have just paid dearly with beatings. They've been dragged out of cabs like, why do you do this? I'm not even...
I'm a
pacifist. You fucking turban-wearing motherfucker. The guys with the turban... You never see the guy with the turban bombing anything.
Did you see Muhammad Atta?
No
He didn't have a turban. He had a Brooks Brothers suit on.
You see the guy in England? He was wearing a New York T-shirt.
A New York
turban.
Yankees
Got a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
It's just like
So
Earl.
listen, turban is Sikhs. They're not bad. Now, the guys on the flying carpets, those are the son of
That's
bitches.
your curly shoes.
That's
Look
it.
for curly shoes.
Big bent knives.
Right. Those are the dangerous guys. Guys that run around going, Hassan Chop! Hassan Chop!
If you see a guy by a subway door saying, open septuagenarian, open saddle soap,
Open sarsaparilla. Open Saskatchewan.
Let's try
Danger.
Jason's slogan. Go ahead, Jason.
If they stink like Timpy Tom, they probably got a bomb.
Oh, wow. Well, that's
right,
pretty good. Okay.
That's not bad, right?
Because, regardless, Sikh, turban, that there is an odor.
Yeah.
That
There
comes
is one
from the
common
lack of
denominator.
bathing. You're getting a cab, man. Holy. You ever been in a cab that is so completely filled with stench that you get out like a block later? I've done that. I've gone, you know something? I'll walk. Screw it. And I hand him like $1.50, and I got to flee the cab.
You know, last night I went to see Stephen Lynch at Town Hall. He did great, by the way. He was in here a couple days ago. And I was thinking
Or
about...
yesterday.
Huh?
Or yesterday.
Was he in yesterday?
No, the day before.
Was it the day before?
And
Who was in yesterday?
We had Carlos Mencia.
And Susie.
We've had such a great...
I am on a day delay that I cannot get rid of. I can't get rid of it.
We've had such a great week of radio. It's all getting confusing.
That went so fast.
Yeah, Lynch was in like 2 days ago. He played Town Hall last night. He killed.
Don't they call him the phony Mexican, Lynch?
No?
Because I thought he was the phony Mexican.
They call him the bogus Sikh.
I was coming home from Town Hall last night, jumped in a cab, right? And I thought of you immediately. Because you are 100% right, my friend.
What was it?
The white cab guys are absolutely insane.
Yeah, you think you want the white cabbie because you think it's going to be like an episode of Taxi. You're going to get Riga, it's going to be a fun ride.
Or James Taylor's going to sing to you.
Yeah,
Didn't we go to school together?
No.
Exactly.
For all you people coming to New York to do a little tourist thing, get in a cab with the Middle Eastern guys, the ones that have the weird last names with no vowels and stuff. Those are the guys that do the job properly.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk to you because they can barely speak English. Most of them are like doctors in the country they're from, but decide to give up on that because America's great.
Out of the radio, all you hear is.
You hear that, and you hear the BBC.
That's never a crossover song, those songs. They never really cross over. Very niche.
Yeah, Selena couldn't make that one work.
You hear that, and you hear, the BBC talking about how bad America is. It's amazing.
You know they don't like listening to
Holy shit, the World
news
BBC,
around
or
here.
whatever it's called, BBC World, that you tune in every once in a while.
Yeah.
We just stink.
Awful.
According to them,
Hate us.
we stink.
Yeah, still got a grudge for a couple of 100 years ago when we kicked their ass.
So I get in, and it's a white guy, and this is the last job he's got before going into rehab or something.
Mm-hmm.
This is it for him, and I'm like, hey, I need to go, blah blah. And he's like, do you need to go where?
Huh? What?
I'm like, I need to, and I give the address again. All right. Okay. That's all he said. Like, all right, okay. And he's looking
like
around.
you threw him for a loop.
Looking around.
You get in a cab and asked to go somewhere. Whoa.
And he's
wow.
And he looks around a little bit, kind of like has crazy eyes, right? And then just takes off like a bat out of hell. Just takes off.
I'll get you to your destination. Maybe it is like Taxi.
But
you got the crazy
When I get this thing up to 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
The one thing I noticed about the crazy white cab drivers also, they're the only ones crazy enough. A lot of them don't have the bulletproof glass partition.
Oh, they don't need it.
A lot of them, it's just open
car.
right there. Put the gun to my head. Go ahead, shoot me.
Oh, they
It
want
would
their
be
lives
better
to end.
off.
They
Right.
want their lives to end.
They're
right.
looking to be shot in the head.
Holy crap. I once tried to start some small talk with another white cab guy that was listening to, I wish I could tell you it was like a really bad movie from the 80s, the soundtrack of that movie.
Ah, interesting.
And he's cranking it up and singing all the songs I've never heard of in my life, and I've been, on the radio since I was like 18. I've played almost every song in my career, right?
You like Desperately Seeking Susan?
And I go, hey, this is what it was, because it was so weird to me. I'm like, hey, what are you listening to? What are you listening to, right? As he's cranking up the tunes and driving down Broadway, he goes, none of your business.
Ooh.
I'm like, it's kind of my business because you're cranking it up.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm in the same space as you.
Isn't it our time?
It's kind of, yeah, at this point it's our cab because you're cranking the music. Sorry that I'm inquiring into your
business,
into your musical taste, sir.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it. He turns around and goes, none of your business. And that's when I said, hey, next block is just fine for me.
Yeah. Now the tip I would have given you, the amount of that, it's none of your business.
For the first time, I do pretty well with the cabbies. For the first time, I asked for the change back and everything.
Yep, every cent.
Oh, yeah, it was like $4.20 a game 5.
Wow.
I'm like, I'll take the 80 cents, thank you.
What a grouch.
But I took a cab this morning because there was a credible threat. And the worst thing is, like, it was a Middle Eastern guy, and I was like half asleep, and there's no radio, which was great. So I'm just coming up here, and all of a sudden I doze off a little bit, and he's got the cell phone, and he just speaks, and all of a sudden you hear, "But it didn't behavior."
I know.
He's not talking to me, but he's on the cell phone, and you don't know does that mean kill the white guy, or I got one of them?
Yeah.
And
they start talking that terror language into their cell phones, and you're like, this is just trouble. They could be, what's the grocery list, honey? I'm coming home soon, but it just sounds like, all right, primary target,
like cyanide gas,
gas, explosives, all the keywords.
Tell Richard to like the shoes.
And here's a question I have: can we really translate what they're saying?
Yeah.
No, that's gibberish.
Come on,
it's some type of gibberish. They have such problems getting translators for that language,
right? Because
it's just so out there.
All right, let's say hi to Norm in Philly. Norm.
If it smells like curry, leave in a hurry.
Very nice. We got more audio. The subway threat that we're dealing with today here in New York City.
We got a chance to talk to a bunch of riders here at 86th Street today, and they say that basically they didn't have much of a choice other than to take the subway today.
I feel like I have to take the train to get to work, and I don't really have any other options, and I want to go to work, so I'm just going to go.
My parents told me to take a bus, but I decided to go with the normal route, so it didn't really stop me at all. I didn't have very many options.
Parents are stupid.
I mean, I still got to go to work. I'm not going to walk to the Bronx, so either way, if it's that big of a threat, shut it down. If not, to me, don't try and scare people.
Shut it down.
Oh, my God. This is what I would do if I was Al-Qaeda. I would make sure that we're aware of this huge threat that's going on, so then everyone goes onto the buses, and then I would blow up a few buses.
Why you give them ideas like that, Opie?
Well,
why?
You know I mean, that lady with my parents said take a bus today because all the attention's on the subways. That's where I think today is the safest day to go on a subway.
Go on
in my
the subway.
opinion. Yep.
Always works out that
I'd
way.
worry about the buses today. I'd worry about the little sidewalk cafes. I'm thinking Al-Qaeda. We hate them, but I think they got some intelligence. They're not stupid.
I think.
And then your parents are saying, skip the subway, go on a bus. I would tell my kids if I had them, just stay home today. Take a sick day.
Yeah. This is just one of those things, though, I think, where it's some guy they were interrogating. He goes, yeah, subways, strollers.
They may, you know what? Because of Bush's speech, they're like, okay, we need something. What do we find? They're going to blow something up.
You know what it was? One of these guys that is being detained, he wanted a piece of apple pie.
That's what it is.
He wanted a piece of apple pie.
You play ball. Play ball with us.
They probably have a nice warm apple pie right on the windowsill.
Think they like
right on the windowsill. It's like you smell that apple pie, give us some info, you get a piece. And all of a sudden they come up with this.
Is that Entenmann's?
Right, exactly. That's what's going on here.
I will give you information for a Freihofer chocolate chip cookie.
It's all about dessert. They want a dessert.
Bring me cannoli.
I got some info for you. Really? Yeah, but I want a piece of that apple pie.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We have another subway story.
Another subway story.
Well, I mean, it's just another variation of what we're playing.
Yeah.
But with a little twist.
So
let me just play it, okay?
The twist, okay.
All right.
Though this started in Iraq when 3 insurgents were captured by American authorities, and one of them told the interrogators a story about a plan already in place, he said, to plant explosives on the New York City subway system. Now, that plan is already causing the mayor to ratchet up security and tell commuters to watch out.
Oh, you tool.
Our pests are everywhere! They are everywhere!
Oh, what an ass. I love it.
I absolutely love it. Because they're throwing fear at us, we throw some silliness right back at them.
Absolutely.
And don't tell me they're just doing their jobs. No, they're not.
You know what would be great?
They're jumping on this because they see ratings and fear.
Fear mongers.
Go fuck yourselves.
You know what would be great? If that guy screaming had an Arabic accent. Open underneath!
Oh, that guy would have shit himself. The bombs are here! Loses it.
How great is that? The first assault on the media for the month of October, everyone.
And if you are in New York City today, there will be more live shots than you can imagine outside every subway station. Every newscast I've watched so far today shows a subway station and a news person outside of it.
Yeah, I
so
live
the
by
opportunities
Union Square.
there.
It's nuts down by Union Square.
Yeah, satellite trucks. It'll be so easy today to do an assault on the media.
This guy, I'm looking at the video now, it was Channel 7, ABC here in New York City, and the guy's jumping up and down like crazy, screaming and yelling. And then the reporter, what's his name, Joe Dolan or something like that? He looks to his his right.
Yeah, he looks over make sure he's okay.
He's a professional though. He's really annoyed, but he gets through the story.
Plowed through it.
Oh yeah, the video's up on FoundryMusic.com and OpieandAnthony.com. He's doing a very serious story. He's walking toward the camera, Anthony. He's in the subway station. And there's one of our pests. Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio.
And then I love how the Bloods are ripping us off. They're doing assaults on the media. Look at that guy. He just threw up gang signs behind him.
It makes it a little special. You got one of our pests, very white, jumping up and down, screaming Opie and Anthony. And then right after that, you got a black guy walking by and giving gang signs on live
throwing
TV.
Some gang signs up.
So I guess we have a leader as far as the Assault on the Media contest for October goes. Don't forget, we got a MiFi radio that will go to the best assault on the media. Also, admission to check out one of the Opie and Anthony shows when you're in New York City. And hopefully we're working on some other prizes. I asked Don for better prizes as this contest goes on.
Is Don showing up today? Is that what's happening?
I guess so, yeah.
Got my Yankee tickets
I
won't be using tonight?
No, why not?
The friggin' weather. I'm going to give it a try, believe me, but I bet this thing's rained out. Then they say tomorrow might be rained out. I can't go to the game Sunday. I know this is going to be the worst. You're going to end up with the better part of the deal.
That's right, because, Ben, stupid Ben, when he told me I was getting Islander tickets and stuff, he's like, dude, I know you're a season ticket holder. He goes, just be thankful. They're trying down there in Washington. Mm-hmm. They really are. I'm like, fuck being thankful. Because that means I get nothing in the end.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of getting nothing, quite frankly. I am sick of it. So I yelled and screamed like a little baby. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was obnoxious. I know I ripped the tickets up when I was supposed to be thankful.
Yes.
But guess where it got me?
What did it get you?
The shit you learn in kindergarten is bullshit. Yell and scream and you get what you want.
The temper tantrum got you.
U2 tickets.
Son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah, there's an easy ticket to get.
It's the hardest ticket to get here in New York City today. And I got U2 tickets for tonight's show. I'll be on the floor.
Great. I'm going to be sitting in the rain watching a blue tarp be pulled out and pulled back on and pulled out in the rain.
See, kids, you yell and scream.
Wonderful.
I'm going to be at Rascals in Montclair.
Oh, well. Seems to be a good choice, good option.
Yeah.
Because Ben looks at me like, could you just be thankful? I'm like, no.
No,
I'm not going to be thankful. I'm going to yell and scream. And I have given XM a great year of radio, and I want something to show that.
I want to now be in the dugout. It's dry in there. I could see the game.
Dugout?
Get me in the dugout.
No. You want to pitch.
I want to pitch. Who needs the big unit?
Let's see. I'm looking for more slogans we could go to.
Yeah, there's some really bad ones coming in.
Oh, here's Matt from Austin. Hey, Matt, what's up?
Hey, guys, I got a slogan for you.
All right.
How about if you take the subway, you're a fucking idiot.
Very good, man.
Freestyling, no rhyming needed.
All right, let's say hi to Dave in Jersey. The slogans from the New York area are a little different than the rest of America.
Yep.
I just want to warn people that are listening in Missouri. Dave, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Got
Hey.
one for you.
All right.
If you see a sand nigger with a briefcase, shoot the fucker in the face. All right, you guys, I'll punch you out.
That's what we get in New York and New Jersey.
Wow.
All right.
Jesus.
So once again, here's the latest
He was
assault
talking through a hood.
Here's the latest assault on the media. The contest is on. We got a early leader. I don't know who this guy is. I'm sure he'll call the show later on today, jumping up and down like a lunatic, and the video's up on opieandanthony.com. But here's the audio portion.
Bill, this started in Iraq when 3 insurgents were captured by American authorities, and one of them told the interrogators a story about a plan already in place, he said, to plant explosives on the New York City subway system. Now, that plan is already causing the mayor to ratchet up security and tell commuters to watch out.
Next time on a very special Everybody Loves Raymond. Ray goes to the doctor.
Ray, would you like to see your test results?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What are you doing?
Ray.
Oh.
I'm afraid you've got AIDS.
No, come on.
You have a rare strain of HIV.
No.
Commonly found in post-op Portuguese transsexuals.
Oh.
The fun really begins when Ray's wife finds out.
Why is the toilet filled with bloody poo?
Come on.
Oh, my God. The bed is full of scabs.
hot.
But everything works out in the end.
Sweetie, you're losing so much weight. I bought you a smaller robe.
And on the air conditioner.
Ray, your mother's here. She wants to say goodbye.
Oh, what are you doing?
All on the next Everybody Loves Raymond. Tonight at 8.
Yo.
Friday! It's Friday!
And you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. Roy. The #1 satellite radio company in the world. Wow. That's impressive, right?
It's true. Oh, I hope I'm not making any false statements.
Ugh. You know what? You've really messed me up today, Adam. I'm sorry.
What did I do?
Well, you moved over a mic, and now I got to figure out which mic. I don't know.
I've been here for 3 days.
Weren't you over there,
mic.
though?
No.
You weren't over there?
No, I wasn't over there.
Help me out.
No.
You've been here 3 days, right?
Yeah.
You started over there.
I was never there once.
Was he there, Eric?
No. Gary
Son of a
Ho
bitch.
was there with a guitar.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm
What
talking
about
about the day before.
The day
that
before,
Anthony
I was right here.
I'm talking about the day before that Anthony thinks was yesterday.
No, I was right here.
Steven was there.
Stephen Lynch was there. 2 guys with a guitar with him.
You've been there the whole time.
I've been here the whole time.
Wow.
Nice buzz.
That's the first sign. Oh,
Nice fucking buzz I got today.
you can't get coffee like that.
What are you doing, a Vicodin?
No.
What are you doing?
No, I don't do any of that shit.
Coffee?
I got enough craziness in my head. I don't need to add to it. Anyway.
I did that. Did I tell you that the ADD, they diagnosed me with ADD?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Halfway through the test, I couldn't focus, and the doctor's like, I think you got it.
Really?
So they put me on that Strattera stuff. 5% of the males that take Strattera may experience inflamed testicles.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, I've never won the lottery. I've never gotten a royal flush in a poker game.
Never got close to getting hit by lightning,
Nope.
I bet.
Hit the Strattera jackpot.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God. I went back to the doctor. He's like, Adam, how does the medication seem to be working? I said, well, I can focus a little bit better, but I rode my own nuts here.
Oh, no. Inflamed. How does something that's supposed to help your mind out inflame your testicles?
I have no idea, but you know what? I said if I had a choice between my brain and my balls, I'm taking my balls.
Yeah, of course.
So
wow. You went off of that stuff?
I went off of that stuff. It's bad. I'll be working at my computer. Oh, look, a bird. You know,
Hey, you're off.
Yeah, something shiny. Just fucking all over the place.
But that's... How come there's got to be drugs for that? What?
I don't know.
Because I just say, that's the Adam I grew up with.
Yeah.
You're talking about something, boom, he's off.
He's off. Can't directions are off.
Yeah. You can't get to point A to from point A to point B.
I got lost leaving the apartment on a beer run. You remember that?
Yeah. And the deli was like one turn.
Yeah.
It was one turn. He got all confused.
Yeah.
I got lost in the woods.
I'm a mess.
Let's look at the loons.
And it was raining. It was like, stay on the path. Stay on the path.
Stay off the moors. Stay on the roads.
What you were talking about something though about making false claims or something there about XM things. Something.
Oh yeah. I sure wouldn't want to make any false claims like I have in the past. Wow. There's somebody now. Now I just consider this guy a stalker. This guy's a stalker, an attention whore.
Joe Shareholder.
Joe Shareholder is the name he goes by.
Yeah, he made a huge mistake today, and he will now pay for that. Because now he's sending email and harassing the shit out of us. And now there's a problem. And now we take care of that problem.
Now we got a problem.
What did he do? What did he say
it's
today?
a problem, and he'll see. He made a very, very big mistake this morning.
Look what we do now.
Now you watch and see what we do now.
Ass.
Now you can't leave.
You can't threaten people there, Joe.
Oh.
Sorry, you just can't do that. But anyway, go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, well, on the heels of that, I want to announce 80 million listeners by tomorrow.
Holy
That's
shit.
what XM is going to have. 80 million by tomorrow. And that's an official announcement, yes.
Ass hat. I just got a communique, Anthony.
Urgent?
We love when
location check?
We love the communiques when they come in. It's from Elo.
Elo.
You will love this one. The Street. The Street is a very, very reputable...
respected Wall Street site?
Right. Well, they're on to Sirius and their bullshit. They're on to Sirius and their bullshit. Joe.
Yes?
You're going to stop emailing me, right? No, you're going to stop emailing me, right?
If you don't want me to email you, then I won't email you.
Are you going to stop? I already wrote back to you and said stop emailing me, right?
Oh, I didn't check my email today.
And you're going to stop emailing me, right?
I'm not going to email you if you don't
You're going
want
to
me
stop emailing me, right?
Hey, sure. I've got a joke for you.
No, I don't want to hear a joke. I want to know that you're going to stop emailing me. I'm giving you a chance, Joe. Are you going to stop emailing me?
Sure.
I have nothing to do with this fucking thing, and we explained our point. Enough.
Okay, can I give you my joke now?
Are you going to stop emailing me?
I already said yes, Opie. Jesus, how many times do I have to say that?
You sound like the biggest faggot. You know that, right?
Oh, he's just...
Are you the guy they caught in Prospect Park overnight? We'll get into
Boys Town.
Are you a regular member of Boys Town?
Very, very funny. Can I get my joke before I have to go real quick?
Look, he wants to now he wants to contribute.
Enjoy
material.
your 15 minutes because it's about over. Trust me.
Okay.
And if you don't stop emailing me, you're going to see that it's over.
You guys had like 14 pets to email me. Anyway,
you encouraged our listeners to email you. I'm telling you to stop emailing me. There's the difference.
Fine. I'll stop emailing you.
All right.
Is the reason that Al-Qaeda wants to do this is because they're tired of those commercials with Jared? You know, the subway guy? Nothing?
Don't even give him the car crash.
No.
That's what he wants.
He gets nothing.
Thanks, Joe.
Have a good day.
See, he's somebody who really wants attention. He wants to be about part of the show. And, no.
He got our attention, but...
I believe that was the last appearance.
There was a time a guy named Jim Phillips got our attention, and then we moved on. Joe, we're going to move on now. Enough with your bullshit.
No more calls, no more emails. It's done.
Because I got a very important communique from Elo today.
Elo.
And he says, you boys are going to love this one, and it comes from the street, I guess, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
So you can read this for yourself, because we certainly try not to lie here on the Opie and Anthony program. But we're not perfect, but I think our record is pretty damn good.
And
you go to thestreet.com.
On everything, because we're in front of a microphone. We learned the other day.
It's the best thing ever.
You don't need a degree, you need a microphone.
That's all it takes.
All right, Sirius Satellite Radios. Big numbers have a funny new car smell. Listen to what they're up to now.
All right.
Sirius added 359,000 new users in the third quarter, okay? Nearly doubling its year-ago increase. All right, but see, satellite radio in general is is blowing up. So you know, we're doing ridiculous numbers this year. They're doing much better this year. It's just the nature of the business.
The growth of the industry itself.
The growth spurt is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like the cotton gin.
At first blush, that looks far more impressive than the 48% subscriber growth at rival XM satellite radio. We went up 48%. In the third quarter.
Yep.
This third quarter from last third quarter. So we're doing very, very well, okay? I read on here, though, Anthony, but it turns out that not all those new Sirius subscribers are actual people. This is a big deal on Wall Street, by the way. What we're reading to you right now is going to be a big deal on Wall Street. Because Sirius, the little doggy company, is misrepresenting what's going on over there. XM and Sirius both count on arrangements with big automakers like Ford and GM to power subscriber gains, right? Because they're installed and they're on the lots and they're XM ready and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But where XM waits until a car buyer activates the service to add to its new user tally, all right?
Yeah.
So they wait for the person that just bought the car to actually want the service and to activate it.
Right.
Okay? And then we add them to our subscriber total, right?
That makes sense.
That makes exactly. Sirius sometimes starts counting as soon as a car with a factory-installed radio arrives at the dealership. Let me explain further. What does that mean? Well, so a number of those freshly minted Sirius subscribers could actually be Chrysler Concords, let's say, sitting on a dealer's lot somewhere. And they're counting them as an actual subscriber. Now, when no one is in that car yet.
Now, when someone does buy that car, if they subscribe, do they add it again, I wonder?
Who knows? Observers say that kind of liberal math could be bolstering Sirius's growth, especially now as dealers are receiving a new crop of 2006 models. So all the 2006 models are coming out, and they're satellite radio ready, so they're going to just count them right off the bat before they even have customers for these cars. Sirius's practice means the company can call it a sub even if it's sitting underwater on a dealer's lot in New Orleans, says one investor who sold Sirius and holds XM. Satellite radio has gone from a mere cult fascination a few years ago to a hotly contested two-player industry. XM and Sirius are battling head-to-head to capture the largest share of a potentially massive new consumer market.
Yeah, but it's a listener count. All right, Chryslers don't have ears, so there is nobody listening to it.
Well, Sirius has to, juice up their numbers. I mean, we're kicking their ass.
Yeah, but
it's a fact.
Enron tried that kind of math, too.
Right. Well, but there's no real guidelines, I guess. I guess it's up to the companies.
But the word listener, if there's nobody listening, you can't count it.
Well, but that's why it's called a sub.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
A sub?
Subscription.
It's a subscription. It's sitting
But there's
there.
nobody paying for that
I know.
subscription.
I'm with you, Adam, but they're in deep trouble. We're kicking their ass, okay?
Right.
We're kicking their ass bad, so they got to juice up these numbers to make the company look better.
But there's nobody in that car listening to the fart sounds.
Well, they're onto them, finally. The Street has come out with this very long article. I'm trying to go through it to see if there's anything else here.
Yeah, it's important for people to understand that we have a different way of counting subs. This is from an XM rep. I just sunk about 2 feet in my chair. We count people who have made an active effort to try the service, not by counting cars on the lots. I think the XM way seems a bit more accurate than the Sirius way. It's people that have subscribed to the service. How could they just count empty cars?
Because they're just assuming that all these cars are going to sell, and that not only are they going to sell, that all the people that buy these cars are actually going to turn on the service.
Going to subscribe.
Completely ridiculous. They're a bunch of bullshitters over there. And then they got Howard, yelling, screaming on his commercial radio show saying they're over 3 million subscribers. He said that again. Someone really needs to look into that. They're not over 3 million subscribers.
So have Joe Stockholder call him.
Shouldn't you then just count all the radios you have at Best Buy on the shelves?
Yeah.
Circuit City, just sitting on the shelves.
Whatever's on the shelves.
However many radios you've pumped out, just count those as subs.
So, there's going to be a lot of talk about this down on Wall Street today. They're getting away with it, but they're misrepresenting themselves big time. Big time. Let's say hi to George in Colorado. What's up, George?
Hey, morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, I think I know how Sirius is getting away with this.
How?
A lot of the new Chrysler vehicles come with a free 1-year subscription to Sirius. It's already prepaid. All you have to do is call and activate it.
Yeah, but XM has that also. But they're not counting that.
This is different. This is being done totally different. The way they're doing it is all you have to do is just call Sirius and say, hey, I already have this. Chrysler already paid for it. Whereas with the XM one, the XM vehicles are not coming that way.
What do you mean they're not coming that way? You get free XM.
It's right. It's already installed in the vehicle, but you have to if I bought a new GM vehicle, I still have to pay for the first year of the subscription.
No, that's not true.
They give you like 6 months for free.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the terms, but you definitely get a chance to try out the service.
Yeah, you get some free time.
My nephew got a Honda recently, and it came with XM, and he got to try it out. I think it was for 6 months. I don't want to misrepresent what Honda's doing, but basically he had it for like 6 months or so. And
there is a free period of time.
Yeah, there's a free period.
I understand it, but XM's not counting that number. Sirius is, because Chrysler is telling
them. Oh, XM isn't even counting the free time?
Right.
See, wow, that's even less then.
Right.
Yeah.
And well, Sirius is just they're doing whatever they can to make the numbers look better than they really are. They're getting their ass handed to them by XM, and this article came out today, and they're basically saying there's cars on the lot that no one is even in.
I think XM's
and they're counting those cars as people, subscribing to the service.
I think XM's even throwing out a better deal that I got because I know I bought my Escalade. I haven't even gotten an XM bill when I bought my Escalade. So does that mean that anybody can buy an Escalade and get free XM?
Apparently
Just
so.
like me? I haven't seen a bill from XM. It's amazing.
All right, George, thank you.
All right.
Well,
not only that, but this is just based on my personal observation. It seems to me, based on what I've done, that if you subscribe to XM, they pay you huge amounts of money. Because I get checks from XM every month or so, and it's for a pretty substantial chunk of cash.
Have you ever got a check from Sirius Radio?
No. I can tell you that. I've never gotten a check. XM, now again, I'm just speaking from personal experience. I don't know how many other people this applies to, but they just send me huge chunks of money every month.
Now let me ask you this,
and
Mr.
the free
Cumia.
service.
Have you ever gotten Yankee tickets from Sirius Radio?
No, I've never. And tonight I have playoff tickets. So as I see it, XM really is the company to go with.
Of course.
A lot of perks.
I got the U2 tickets, so.
And I bet you get a nice chunk of change every month.
Out there, tell your friends that if you subscribe to XM Satellite Radio, you get free U2 tickets when they come to your town.
Right. And just millions of dollars.
Right.
And just millions of dollars.
And may I say, again, I'm not in your league, Anthony, but Sirius Radio has never plugged one of my dates at Rascals in Montclair coming up this week.
Adam Ferrara.
So if you're a comic, an entertainer, you get the XM service, and I think that's part of the deal. They will plug all of your gigs.
Yep.
Oh, what a service.
Let's say hi to Jeff. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Hey,
what's up, Jeff? Where are you calling from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Hey, Fag Town.
Check this out. I've been up all fucking night listening to your reruns, and I finally got you guys live. I go to sleep because I need to go to work in a couple hours. But I just wanted to call and say hey, because I haven't talked to you since 2002, so...
2002?
Oh, wait, you're an old fan, and this is the first time hearing us on satellite radio? Is that what I'm getting at here?
Exactly, and I got to fucking get a new email every 3 days because it's free service as shit, so...
Well, why don't you actually... See, this is another thing. There's a lot of people that are just listening to the show for free still.
Online,
they're doing little trial periods with the online thing.
And then the trial period is over, they sign up for a new one, they're listening.
Through someone else's address. I mean, you guys are getting around the system. How about you help us out and get a MiFi or something there, Jeff?
Hey, I'd pay for it, but I'm in college. I can't afford shit, so...
All right, well, we'd rather have you as a listener then.
He has XM, so I'm thinking about scamming on his program.
Well, welcome back there, Jeff.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear you guys. And, fuck, I'm waiting for Norton to come back, too. I want to hear some of his stuff.
Here's what's going on with Norton. Norton will be here on Tuesday for a few days, Tuesday through Friday, and then he goes back out to L.A. to continue filming the HBO series that he's involved with.
Yes, I spoke to the little guy yesterday on my way home.
So it's going to be happy. It's going to be a great little homecoming when he comes back on Tuesday. All right, Jeff? Hey, Jeff, do you have like a boys' town in San Francisco? What is it called in San Francisco?
It's called San Francisco.
No, I've been to San Francisco, and I didn't...
You have? You admit that?
I didn't see the gate thing.
What?
Did you open your eyes when you were there?
Dude, I'm telling you. There's a section in San Francisco. What is it called, Jeff?
Castro.
What?
The Castro.
The what?
The Castro?
Oh, the Castro. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the gay area, right, sir?
That's the gay area.
And the rest of San Francisco is just like any other city, Anthony.
I can't believe that.
I was born and raised to believe you go to San Francisco, you're in deep trouble wherever you walk.
Deep trouble. That there's a lot of the homosexual community filling up the city.
Just looking for you, following you, doing whatever it takes. They'll pin you down if they have to. God damn it. But then I went there, and I'm like, it's a beautiful city, and, you know, the gate thing is in one section, and the rest is just
taking you when you get off the plane.
Right.
Welcome to Frisco.
Stay still.
Well, there's a park. What is it, Prospect Park, Ben?
Prospect Park. I'm looking for the story.
Page 30?
Page 30.
Ben loves this story. This story made Ben laugh really hard this morning.
Go to page 30 of your workbooks, people.
Turn to
Today
your prayer
workbook
books to page
is
30.
And it's
the
Prospect
Daily
Park
News.
in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's a section called Boys Town?
Well,
Town.
2 men were shot and robbed by a gunman clad in dark clothes early yesterday morning in a gay meeting spot in Prospect Park. Did anyone know about this gay meeting spot? Anybody?
Ben?
You know about that? You live in Brooklyn there, Hawk. You know about the gay meeting spot?
E-Rock's a frequent visitor.
Shaking your head. Good answer. Good answer.
God, I love how everyone just makes it perfectly
Oh, yeah.
clear.
I have no idea where this is. I never knew it existed. I don't even know gay people exist.
People are looking.
Tell William I said hi.
People are looking down, not making eye contact with anyone.
The gunman shot a 29-year-old in the thigh about 5:30 a.m., then pumped a slug into the chest of his 28-year-old companion and swiped a gold chain from his neck. The men were engaged in a sex act when the trigger-happy thug pounced on them in the wooded vale of Kashmir, a gay hangout dubbed Boys Town. Who dubbed it Boys Town? You want to meet at... all right, we go to Prospect Park? Yeah, I'll meet you at Boys Town. You just know. And if you don't know where it is, just stop, because it's at night and it's pretty quiet. You just stop and you know, if I could, no pun, but cock your ear and then listen for...
I thought you listened for...
There's no business like show business.
You think they're playing show tunes?
Sure.
Boys
by
Town?
a big sperm fountain.
I thought you listened for...
Yeah, engaged in a sex act. Of course, there's, BJ's going on. That's what's going on in the park.
You think it's the BJ, or you think it might be the butt sex?
I think the BJ. The men were engaged in a sex act. I'm thinking if you're in the park in the open, you're not ass sexing it.
No.
You go to a public bathroom for that, maybe a stall.
They go to the bushes, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the bushes for the ass sex or for the BJs?
For both.
I'm just thinking, gay guys, you walk through the park and it's like, hey,
one bush for ass sex and one bush for...
Give me a blowjob or something, and then it's just like happens. It's
then some
paradise.
flamer getting mad at you because you're having butt sex where you're supposed to have the
Excuse
BJ.
me, an oral bush? Okay? Go to the Heine hedge if you're going to do that.
No ass sex here in the blowjob bush. They seem to, boy, it's just paradise, though, if you're a guy and you don't mind man-ass and the gay lifestyle. Because you just walk through, if you're walking in Prospect Park and there's a section called Boys Town, you're going home with a smile on your face because you got your dick sucked.
There you go.
It's just happening. The crime just north of the zoo. There's a zoo there, too?
Jesus.
That's wonderful. They don't believe it's connected.
Yeah, there's no hetero hedge.
To
There's no place for a straight guy to go in a park.
Attack by a ninja-clad assailant about 5 years ago. 5 men were preyed upon by an attacker dressed in black ninja-like outfit in 2000, slashed their punched victims, but they never caught him and doesn't seem to be connected. Any place that gay people congregate is a hotbed for attacks, said Basil Lucas, spokesman for the Gay and Lesbian Anti-Violence Project.
Who?
People assume Basil Lucas. People assume
Could be
that...
basil. It looks like basil.
Oh, Basil. I'm using the English pronunciation.
All right.
People assume that these men are easy targets because they don't think they're going to report it. Well, I think they're easy targets because it's kind of hard to fight back when you got a cock in your ass. It's really easy to rob people with dick in mouth or ass. Yeah.
At that point, you gotta both run at the same time, 4 legs trying to coordinate with each other.
Jeez. Like a crab running away from a robbery. Oh,
stick him up. I am.
Lucas said he knows of other victims robbed and attacked at the Vale of Kashmir.
What the hell is that?
It's the place in the park that is dubbed Boys Town within the past year.
And they call it the Vale of Kashmir as
the
well?
Vale of Kashmir.
And you wonder why the gay guys go.
Yeah. And they were too afraid to report it to the cops. None of the shooting disturbed parkgoers enjoying the warm autumn day. Of course not.
No news of the shooting disturbed parkgoers.
Oh,
enjoying
news.
The warm.
I thought it was no I figured they were just like, a couple of fags got shot.
Oh, no, they're deeply disturbed.
Oh, my God, my heart's just racing, said Joanna Ruiz, 35 at Park Slope, as she pushed her newborn through the park yesterday. I'm completely alarmed. I'm going to rethink when I come to the park.
It was 5:30 in the morning this happened. She's there, what?
Pushing a baby in the park.
No, she wasn't. Oh, maybe she was there.
No. I'm saying the attack was at 5:30.
Okay. Yeah, 5:30.
What do you expect?
They're into the morning sex, those gay guys. It's just the gay guys that are willing to go to the parks and just give and take any time of day. It just doesn't matter. There is some gay fucking going on. Love the parks, man. And then some homie just jumps out and decides, hey, this is easy. This is just easy picking. That is the limping zebra by the water hole, man.
He's got his pants down around his ankles.
His pants are down. It's
he
like,
can't run away fast.
Yo, bro, just hand the money over.
Look, dude, you look ridiculous. Just give me your gold chain.
Yeah, but you don't have to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Take the money.
That's all we got.
Be polite about it. Can I have your wallet? Okay, boys, finish up.
Yeah.
Move along.
Shot him in the thigh, too. Guy's going to be out of commission for a while.
So that's what we got. We got a subway threat, which is very serious. We know that.
And Boys Town.
A specific threat, and then we got Boys Town. That's what everyone's talking about in New York today.
This is skilled labor. Hey, what do you do back in Boys Town?
Hey, we had the guy that did the assault on the media on the line, but he hung up. So maybe he'll call back. I know his name if he calls back there. And also we got the audio of Brian Wilson, a.k.a. Rob Bartlett on Imus.
Yep.
Doing the whole Opie and Anthony thing.
Had the O&A shirt on. It's great.
Anyone else noticing that Imus is looking like the new nickel?
Is that where they got the picture?
The new nickel, all it needs is the cowboy hat on it.
That's right.
On good old Thomas Jefferson, and it's like one of those separated at birth things.
He used to...
Dude, this ain't working.
Just occasionally wear the cowboy hat and the cowboy duds, but now it's all the time. The guy's completely gone...
He's going to show up with guns on his holster.
6-shooters and spurs. He loves that look. Got a new hat and everything. He's got the denim look today. The Marlboro man.
We're stalling because I'm trying to get this done. Why isn't this working?
What happened? It was just weird.
My God.
I was just listening to CD.
How funny it would be if Charles McCord showed up dressed like an Indian.
That would be good.
Like a headdress.
Someday. They could just have a little fight behind the console. It's like Cowboys and Indians.
All right, we got to get another copy of that.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. All right, why don't we... this would be a good time to take a break.
Yeah, I could use a leak.
We had some good audio of Imus helping us out once again today.
Yep.
We'll play that when we get back and some other things. Stay there.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
I'm not as bad as people would think. I will say that women who have hooked up with me at times, even just regular dates, are always surprised I'm not completely the creep they expect me to be.
Really?
Yes. The ones that live through it.
Very gentlemanly.
Yes.
Very gentlemanly.
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm a nice fella.
So you get to know them a little.
Yeah.
And you start saying.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And you start telling them what it would be like if they had to sit and watch you and her father.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Snuggling and you jacking the father.
Yeah. And just as he lets it go in my hand, he puts his face in my neck and goes, "Urgh!" And he just groans into my neck as it bubbles over on my hand.
And he paints these pictures to these girls. Oh, is that horrific?
I used to love that one and telling her how I was going to hug her grandmother, but then just grab her grandmother's ass and press my heart on into it against the kitchen counter, like into her crotch. Like that's what she said, too. She said the worst part of the whole, like she'd come down the steps, and the way I would describe it is that me and her dad would have our pants pulled down just to mid-thigh. Like, we wouldn't be naked. And she said the worst part was the pants not being all the way off and the face in the neck. She said that was the worst part.
Oh, the father. You feel his little razor stubble on your neck.
Yeah. Like you can't look at me, but it just feels too good to make me stop.
And they'd have to walk around with this image in their head.
Oh, yeah.
That is hysterical. You're an awful human.
Too good.
Would she laugh at that?
No, maybe she's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It would just gross her out. As soon as I found that out, I couldn't stop. Every time we saw a family member, I'd think of a new way I could sexually accost them.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
There is no you, there is only me. There is no you, there is only me. There is no fucking you, there is only me. There is no fucking you, there is only me.
All right, this is the Opie and Anthony program, the Friday edition. Adam Farrar sitting in for Robert Kelly, who was sitting in for Bill Burr, who was sitting in for Jim Norton. Jim Norton returns on Tuesday for a few days. You try to figure that out at home. Adam Farrar is going to be at Rascals in Montclair,
New Jersey.
all weekend long.
All weekend long.
Montclair.
Does a great job up there on the stage.
Montclair.
On the old stage. All right, we got the audio, so we get right back into this thing. Sorry about that. Going into break.
Working now?
I think so, yeah. Imus is a true friend in the business. He's helping us out. He's plugging us when he can on his MSNBC show.
Much appreciated.
He's got Rob Bartlett, who does a very, very funny character, a very funny Brian Wilson character.
Yeah.
And part of his wardrobe is to wear one of my brothers, Opie and Anthony, Spread the Virus T-shirts over like a Hawaiian-type shirt, I guess, right?
He calls Imus, because he's so confused, of course, he calls Imus Opie.
Right. And today, I guess Imus said something like, I'm not Opie, and Rob, as Brian Wilson said, well, if you were, you'd have people listening to you, or something like that. I think we have the audio of it here. So let's take a listen.
From the Beach Boys, our old friend, Brian Wilson. Good morning, Brian.
Hey, Opie. Hey, Anthony. O&A Party Rock XM.
Why I've got all the mics on, why isn't his on? Try it again. Take 9. Please welcome now to the Imus Morning program, Brian Wilson. Hi, Brian.
O&A Party Rock XM 202. Hey, Opie. Hey, Anthony.
How good is that, man?
I love those guys. God damn, man.
Awesome.
What's next? Getting a bunch of bald people named Richard together, get them all to wear flesh-colored turtlenecks, and make a reality show out of that? What could you call it? The Biggest Dick?
Wow.
Hey, Opie. Hey, Anthony.
Uh-oh. I think we just... Oh, I don't
No way. No way.
Are we taping 11? Please tell me we're taping 11.
I hope we were taping 11.
Holy shit,
Were we?
What was that about? That I just
oh, Jesus. It's an assault on the media.
Wow. God damn,
What's
that
that?
was great. Line 1? That was live? Corey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Was that you we just saw on TV?
Rangers shirt on, sure.
I hate the fucking Rangers, but I love you. What'd you do?
I stood behind them. I said, O&A Party Rock, and the cameraman came out and shoved me.
Yeah, we saw the shove. It was quick.
And the woman looked a little alarmed.
I'm telling you, man, today they're doing live shots all over New York City. So
here's your chance.
Here's your chance to get involved in the Assault on the Media contest for October. And we were just ending the whole Imus thing here, and I looked up at the TV and I see a guy on a cell phone running right at the reporter as she's trying to do her thing. What did you yell? We're gonna have the audio in a minute or two, but
I yelled O&A Party Rock.
O&A Party Rock seems to be the battle cry.
O&A Party Rock, you had the cell phone. I guess we were going to do it live on the show, but we couldn't get to you in time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a guy comes out of into the frame and just shoves you really hard.
That guy was Howard Stern.
Yeah.
The cameraman?
Yeah.
Who was it?
That was the cameraman hitting me.
Oh, really? What? Oh, he must have had his camera on a tripod then, I guess, huh?
It was Doug Forrester.
That was pretty cool.
They're happening pretty quick.
Yeah. You just saw the camera in your hood there?
No, Channel 11 and Channel 12 are both out here at the Newark train station.
Dude, they are everywhere. There is every train station today. If you want a chance to win this month's Assault on the Media contest, today is the perfect day. You don't have to go searching for these people. You know where they are. They are at the subways.
I love that they're past.
Yeah, complete.
They see the news guy and kind of like a mosquito on a nice warm summer night. Here he comes. Here comes the pest.
When they party rock. When they party rock.
That was a perfect example why we call these people pests.
Yeah.
Camera goes live, and all of a sudden he's just drawn to the camera.
The reporter's trying to swish him away with his arms. Get away! Stop!
Like the fly in that Cars video.
Danny, what's going on?
Well, I just wanted to stress the importance of having a spotter. Because this guy calls in, he says, hey, I see a live crew. I can't do it, but, if they can tell somebody. So I'm like, screw it, let's do it right now.
Yeah.
So I told them when they were live, and it went great.
Yeah, we almost got to do it live on the show. We just missed that one. Well, you did great there, Corey.
All right, thanks, guys. Keep it up. Hey, Islanders suck.
Oh.
You guys don't look that good either.
Very nice.
Well, we won the first game.
No, I thought you guys lost.
No, we won the first one. Yager's the man.
All right, well.
Did the cameraman say anything to you as he pushed you?
Yeah, what happened after? Because they cut away real fast.
He didn't really say anything. I think he was pushing me out of the way. He thought I was going to touch the girl.
No. The key to this whole thing, guys, I'm serious, is don't touch the reporter. You could go in front of the reporter. You could wear a mask, I guess. I hear you can. Some people say you can't because there's a law against that, which I don't really understand. And then our favorites is the ones that are very involved with signs and things like that. But Corey didn't have a sign made. He didn't know it was going to happen.
Right.
He just knew he had to do it for the show.
Spur of the moment, one for the team. Love it.
All right, Corey, we'll have your video up on opieandanthony.com very shortly. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
There he goes, Corey from Newark. So we've had two in a matter of hours. We had one late last night and one this morning. You got it?
Oh, great, because we didn't hear it.
I want to see it because I just saw the end of it.
It was really. Oh, here it is, the audio.
State police in Connecticut given the authority now to make arrests on board New York-bound trains. Again, that specific threat is aimed at New York City subways. We'll send it back to you. All right, thank you so much, Patty. We got break.
Oh, and I party rock! Oh, and I party rock! He sort of committed.
That was good. That was good.
You think he was like trying to talk himself up, and all of a sudden it was go time, and all of a sudden he had the.
Yeah, he was scared.
And he was probably like, all right, I'm going to do this. Oh, and I party rock!
Right.
Oh, and I party rock! Camera rolls, he jumps in. Oh, and I party rock! Oh, and I party rock! You get all nervous. All the muscles contract in his throat. And he's,
State police in Connecticut given the authority now to make arrests on board New York-bound trains. Again, that specific threat is aimed at New York City subways. We'll send it back to you.
So excited.
Patty. We got break.
That's a guy that's very nervous and trying to yell at the same time.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right, right on. Another pest did their job today.
There should be 10 of these today. There really should.
Easy,
the opportunity is out there.
Well, they're mobilizing, so we'll see what happens. The pests are mobilizing, so it's the Assault on the Media contest for October. And where's the other one that we might as well play the other one that came in because we got new listeners checking in.
Yep,
all the time. This is the early leader on the Assault on the Media contest for October. This video is up on opieandanthony.com as well.
Bill, this started in Iraq when 3 insurgents were captured by American authorities, and one of them told the interrogators a story about a plan already in place, he said, to plant explosives on the New York City subway system. Now, that plan is already causing there to ratchet up security and tell commuters to watch out.
He was smooth, though, man. He wasn't like Arthur Chien where he turned around and cursed. He looked at him like, you son of a bitch, but continued with his report.
Yeah.
I think that was Joe Dolan or something like that from Channel 7. So, the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for October will win the MiFi. Also, what? A day with Opie and Anthony. And what else, Don?
Probably Gamefly subscription.
Anything else? The prizes have to get, better.
We're working on it.
The guy just got pushed.
Yeah, the guy just got pushed.
I know.
I mean, October, November, December.
Physically assaulted. At least give him an Islanders schedule.
These next 3 months are huge for XM satellite radio. Huge. So, I'm thinking if we get the prizes a little better, we're going to get even better assaults, which in turn will get the name out for the show, which will add to the subscriber base, and and everybody wins. Everybody wins, Don.
Everybody.
So, all right, we'll be adding more prizes, but there's your early leader, and the video's up on opieandanthony.com, okay? We're about to say goodbye to another bit, the movie trailer bit, Anthony. I'm trying to clean up some business here.
What?
You know, the Opie and Anthony movie trailer thing.
Oh, right.
Well, Steve, we should get Steve in here. These are the last two, I guess. And then Nathaniel next week is going to give us the top 5 movie trailers that came in from the listeners. Where is Steve? Here he comes. Oh, wait, let me say hi to Angel in Minnesota. Angel, what's up?
I was just going to tell you, did you notice how when she was ending her bit, she sped up really fast?
Yeah, because she didn't know what was going on?
Yeah. Exactly, so she was freaking out. So she was going like this and talking really fast, and she quit.
And the latest one, right?
Yep.
All right, now I got to hear it again.
Yep.
Hold on, let's listen to that. Did she speed up because she just didn't know what the hell was going on?
State police in Connecticut given the authority now to make arrests on board New York-bound trains. Again, that specific threat is aimed at New York City subways. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Patty. We got.
Hey, good pickup, Angel.
Yep, you betcha.
All right, thank you.
You guys rock.
That was really funny. Yeah, she turned into a speed reader all of a sudden.
Yep, we love you guys. Hey, keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, Angel.
Okay, bye.
That was, that's what happened.
You got to go in a holding pattern.
All right, and here he comes. Steve, everybody.
Yeah. What is this guy doing? This weatherman? He's wacky. Why is he in some kind of Renaissance fair clothing?
There's probably a Renaissance
fair
going on
with that channel?
I don't know.
WB News here, and
we're supposed to respect what these guys do.
This is the news? He's just like,
You have Monday off. Thank my man, Christopher Columbus. In the meantime, Larry Hopkins live hanging out with
supposed to be
kids.
Columbus.
It looks just like him.
Big stop here. Linda, this is for you.
Does he come out in blackface in Martin Luther King Day? Does he do that? I doubt it. But these guys come out
in that production
just
meeting.
like Christopher Columbus.
Columbus Day
We're thinking of putting you in a Columbus suit.
Columbus Day is Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, we don't have off for it, though.
Why not?
We never have off on Columbus Day.
Yeah, but you're going to have to go to the Yankee game Sunday night.
Oh, if it rains.
Let's just take Monday off.
You want to do that?
Steve, what do you got? We got 2 movie trailers?
2 movie trailers, and I think this is the end of the bit.
Yeah, but you gave me one that's really bad.
Well, just to show you a contrast, we got one that was really good. The production value in the first one is really good. Would have been nicer if the kid had drops from the actual show, but he did an honorable job trying to make up for it. And the second one is just one that's... Yeah.
Do we want to play the one that he's describing as
the one?
When it's bad production and it goes on for 2.5 minutes, that's
Well, we're not going to get to the end of this. We could start it and see how it sounds.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment that you captured, just let it slip.
O&A Pictures presents a Lifetime Channel original movie. A movie about a hole. A gaping hole created by a very fancy man.
I'm nuts! Almost 13 years I'm doing comedy. God, there was no justice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
That sound is...
That was wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
Horrific.
Now, just as a contrast, we have the first one.
All right, and this was by Joe.
Yeah, by Joe.
In a world where most rock music sounds the same, and the industry has no place for originality,
You guys go a little more mainstream and maybe wear some spiky belts?
and it's hard to find an audience looking for something new.
Thank you, good night.
4 friends from New York come together to form 20 After and take a stand. Starring Anthony, the attention whore.
Hey, everybody, look at me! Over here, look at me!
Jim, the ladies' man.
Hello? Wait, who are you and when did we hook up?
Joe, the arrogant one.
It's not my fault I'm a musical genius.
And Jim, the more arroganter one.
Dude, you can agree with me or be wrong. It's your choice.
When ambition turns to frustration.
I cannot sing over this crap. I wish you were never born. Not my fault God made me better than you. Guys!
Can I borrow some money?
Sometimes help can come from outer space. One band.
It's just music.
One desire.
But there's 4 of them.
One foursome.
Yeah, buddy, I just said that.
Whatever. 20 After. Now playing on XM Satellite Radio.
20afterband.com.
Are you getting enough sleep at night?
Did I miss something completely?
I got confused.
Are you sleeping at this point, or
was I phasing out?
What?
Like where maybe I just didn't understand it.
No, I
would anyone want to come in and
and giggle?
Help Steve out?
I figured out what it was.
Dude, you're getting a lot of shrugs in the other room. They're like,
Yeah.
What?
What was that?
What was that?
That was
Who was that? What?
Are you like taking another job on the side? Are you now a manager for bands?
Moonlighting?
Yeah, I know. As that aired, I just went, uh-oh. That's a band trailer.
What did you think it was?
When I heard Anthony and Jim, I was like, oh, okay.
Anthony, he actually writes, would have been better with actual show drops. Great production, though.
And then
but he meant Anthony and Jim
from this
two
band.
other guys, because then there's another Jim.
Right, and there's a John. And
there's a John and a Joe and no Opie, because it had nothing to do with this show.
There's two Jims, and Anthony, and a Joe.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit, Steve.
Oh,
thank
my
God
goodness,
it's fucking
Steve.
Friday.
What kind of... It's a Prius?
What?
It's a Prius,
Yeah.
your hybrid?
Yeah.
Are there studies of fumes that might be...
coming out of them?
Coming out through the air conditioning system?
Wow. Yeah, that was bad.
It
was a good trailer.
It wasn't just bad. It was...
It's not
irrelevant.
It had nothing to do with anything.
what we're doing.
No. Okay.
Oh, my dear sweet Jesus.
Shit.
Oh, my God. Have you eaten? Are you hungry? Do you need a trout to nibble on or something? A honey pot?
What's the problem, Steve?
They're
laughing at you.
Yeah, I know.
They are
Don't
all
even turn
laughing
around.
at you.
Don't even
I know.
turn around.
I'm
The
sitting
other
here,
room is laughing.
I know.
And
what it
they
is?
want to help you. They really do want to
No,
help
I
you
know
out.
they do. The reality, I'm after roughly 100 of those, I got my barometer got completely thrown off, and
I'm not even like angry. I feel sorry for you.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I don't
because
like
you know
this
what?
feeling.
It's you guys that tell them to email me this shit, and when you get drowned in diarrhea, after a while, you're just looking for clean air, man.
You really can't even defend yourself on
I
this
know.
one. I'll tell you why.
You didn't listen all the you through.
You didn't listen at all.
I heard production, and
because this is like they're supposed to be Opie and Anthony movie trailers,
right?
So the first thing you want to make sure they are
is Opie and Anthony.
Is an Opie and Anthony movie trailer,
and that wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's say hi to Jared in New Jersey. Hey, Jared, what's up?
Hey, it's Jerry from Jersey. How you doing?
All right, Jerry.
Is Steve playing the part of Brian Wilson today?
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
There
Steve's
you go.
playing the Brian Wilson character that Bartlett does on Imus's show.
Steve, you retard.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, bye.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh.
I don't even think we recover from that.
You can play an Al Jorgensen bit. Those are good.
Oh. All right, we'll play an Al Jorgensen bit.
Make sure it's an Al Jorgensen bit.
No, it is. It is. He's got three
Which
of them.
one?
One of you have a Ron Reagan one, and you have the marriage one. The marriage one is good.
Hold on. I'm making a phone call.
All right.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Laszlo. I'm not in right now, but leave a message and I'll get right back to you. Beep. Hi, Laszlo. Yeah, it's Opie and Anthony.
What are you doing for lunch today?
Yeah, maybe we could go out to lunch, discuss some things. I don't want to get into any details, but there could be an opening here on the Opie and Anthony show, and we'd like to talk to you about it.
Such a prick. You really are. I have to now pick through drops and do something really mean.
Wow.
This just in. Well, I'll let Joe say it from Tennessee.
Right.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to say that band is now in the lead for the assault on the media contest.
Got Steve.
You got bamboozled.
You so got bamboozled.
I can't even remember the last time I used the word bamboozled.
Well, you used the word
day.
bamboozled when he got bamboozled about the shooting in the arm
yeah.
So that was the last time you said bamboozled.
Wow, that's
twice in a week.
And that seemed like yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Well, it was like 2 days ago. Wow, you've had a really weird week.
It really is.
You're believing fake videos and you're hearing things that are just not there. But you want us to play the Al Jorgensen bit?
Yeah, I'll dig myself about a quarter of the way out of the hole with that one.
Is Harry from Ron and Fez's show paying you to make him look a little better?
Yeah, he's actually asking me to help him out with a lot of his production shit. So
is that what it is?
Yeah, it's all right.
That'll teach him.
Wow. Maybe Don could do a 2-for-1 today.
That's good. Need my rage pills.
Steve.
Have you changed anything?
Yeah, really.
Diet, medication.
You know what it is? I'll be perfectly honest.
Your
I think
commute.
I think it's the house stress is really getting to me at this point. I think this shit is just completely overwhelming at this point, and it is. It's taking its toll. So when I actually get a chance to sit down, I'm overwhelmed with like 50 crap pieces of production. I'm like,
because that's a complete miss, Steve. I can't stress enough how you completely missed that had nothing to do with this program,
with the project at hand.
I know you were thrown. There was a name Anthony and Jim in there.
Yeah, that was a miss.
So you heard like key phrases.
Yep, heard key phrases and went, okay, that's good. Next.
And production that didn't completely stink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the listeners are very confused too. Let's say hi to Who the Fuck. Who the Fuck?
Hey, bamboozled my ass. Steve's taking payola, guys.
Oh, you think the band paid him off?
I wish. Bands don't have that much money.
He's the manager of this band, I think. Steve, what's up?
All I can say is Ramon kills Steve. Holy fuck. What the fuck was that?
Well, now we have to prove that we're professional broadcasters, and we got to get ourselves out of this mess. That's all I have to say today. Jimmy, Staten Island, what's up?
Ramon, get to your trailer that relates to the show. Punch it out, chicks.
Oh, someone at the WB is mad at us.
Why?
WB11.
Why?
Dude's not cool. The whole shtick is to attack media vultures who attack victims. That's funny. Attacking this kind of live shot isn't. Doesn't prove a point. We're all rabid O&A fans, even the reporters, but it's hard to defend you on this one.
We don't need to be defended.
We don't need to be defended. And the thing is, it's not just to attack the vultures who attack the victims. This is an assault on the media, not an assault on the media that is attacking a victim. It's any live shot stand-up that's anywhere, because the news itself has just become this fear-mongering.
And here's the reality: there's a big
monster.
Here's the reality too: there's a big subway scare story happening today, right in New York City.
Yeah,
they're not giving us any real information.
No, this is
they're giving us nothing.
It's easier to scare us. It's easier to scare us with the way they're doing things.
It's funny. It's like it's hard to defend you on this one. Well, then do a wacky story on how we're disrupting the news.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
We gave you an angle.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just dazed at this point.
Oh,
boy. He's having a really tough time.
Oh, Steve, what happened?
I don't know.
Forget the...
there's gas in it, but I don't need
code.
gas.
Do you want the blue bunny suit?
You got to get Henry to look at that.
Let's give Steve the blue bunny suit.
Okay.
With the rabbit ears. Will that make you feel better?
No.
You could hop around a little bit in the blue bunny suit.
Actually, it wouldn't. Actually.
There. No.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Wow.
Right, there goes Steve. Eric just handed me a note. He's sleepy because he's too busy getting ready to hibernate.
Oh, well, that's true. The winter is approaching. He's building his den so he can crawl in and hibernate.
By the way, Eric, the color could come back into your face. He panicked. He handed the note, and I said, I got a note from Eric. Actually, it was the other way. Your face turned bright red as soon as I said Eric handed me a note. You weren't sure it was going to fly, right?
Oh, yeah.
You thought it might fail?
Oh, yeah.
His whole face went red like, uh-oh.
Ah, really?
Yeah, but then the line worked, and then all the red went out of his face. It was like kind of a moment. All right, the wacky weatherman from Channel 11?
Yeah.
We got the audio.
Oh, let's hear.
The dude, I don't know, he's Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Doing the weather on the same channel that we just assaulted, by the way. But we're not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool, guys. Because we're trying to do important things this morning on our channel.
Sorry, hard to take it serious.
Wait, what's the exact feedback?
It's hard to defend you on this one.
Well, we do have fans working on a lot of these.
We like the guys over there. This has nothing to do with us not liking you.
They've thrown us on a few times
Dude,
over the years.
Not cool.
Yeah.
The whole shtick is to attack the media vultures who attack victims. That's funny.
That's not
attacking this kind of live shot isn't.
But that's never been the goal.
No. Goal is to attack the media.
Yeah, to get our stupid names out there.
Any live shot is fair game.
So more people listen to the program. That's it. That's it. Dude, we had an assault on the media when they were doing a story on rape, okay?
Right. Yeah.
But that was cool? I didn't see the instant feedback coming in from that guy saying, hey, that's not cool, dude.
Because it wasn't the WB.
Yeah, because it wasn't their station. And you can't defend this, you can't defend yourselves at this point. You got a guy dressed as Christopher Columbus, badly, I might add.
We couldn't even tell who he was.
Did they even have razors back then? Maybe you get a guy with a little stubble or a little beard.
Give him some scurvy.
He had a long voyage. I don't think he was shaving every day.
Isn't Arthur Chien over there? WB11 now?
Oh, yeah. I think he is over there now. So,
hey, email me back or instant feedback me back. Guy from WB11. Let me know how the Arthur Chien thing is working out.
All right, so here's the same station that was just assaulted by one of our pests doing the wacky weather with Christopher Columbus today.
Rain, the heavy rain actually reaches us overnight tonight into tomorrow, and tomorrow is a washout. One man that always looks hot, completely hot from top to bottom, Christopher Columbus. And if you have Monday off, you can thank this.
Buongiorno, Bella.
Buongiorno, Bella, man. Oh.
Oh, my God. And
I should just stop the tape, because now that guy is looking really bad on the instant feedback.
Your point has
You're trying to defend
fizzled.
your TV station? You got a bad,
whatever point you may have had,
Italian doing the weather for you today?
It now looks like a balloon that you've blown up and then let go. Right. That's his point.
Not cool,
around the room.
Guys. Not cool.
Not cool.
But this is cool?
Monday off, you can thank this.
Buongiorno, Bella.
Buongiorno, Bella, man. Ooh.
He just called.
Can you take a few
Boy.
minutes? I'm doing better now.
We're going to go back into the Nina and have a little rock of the boat, eh?
Talking about banging her.
Your channel's doing fuck jokes, and we're not cool.
Doing fuck jokes with stereotypical Italian accent.
And what we did is not cool.
That would be like Martin Luther King Day with him going, how's about some watermelon? It's the same, like, level of offensiveness. Oh, mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Hospitaliano. Oh, sorry, Adam.
As a whole. Oh, wow. Wow.
That's brutal.
Well, it continues.
Chris! I'm a little red right now.
I'm not sorry.
It's okay.
Are we going to do the weather or are we going to have a little fun? Huh?
We're going to have a both, baby. And if you're in the Nina, we'll talk. Do some weather for me, baby.
Sounds good. Okay, today we got a periods of rain. It's a heavy rain. It's a coming like this. It's a coming like that. It's a coming like that, all right? It's a 75 in New York City. We got 71 in Bridgeport. Out of the island, we're already going to tonight. Okay, yeah, slow down. We got 62 in Mauritius. 64 down in New York City. I sounded like a Father Guido Sarducci, but that's okay. And we got the 5-day forecast. Let's go.
Christopher Columbus. Be careful here. It is awfully rainy. You know, we normally give our guests an umbrella, but I've got something special
what happened? It's going to be a rainy weekend, and then we're clearing up by a Friday. All right?
By a Friday.
Thank you for coming by.
Anytime.
You are fabulous.
Thank you.
If you have Monday off, thank my man, Christopher Columbus.
I can't believe we got a German Pope.
What happened?
What happened?
You know, dude, that's not cool. The whole shtick is to attack the media vultures.
What are you doing? They're yelling. This is a serious threat. This is a terrible threat in the subway.
This does not prove a point. We are all rabid ONA fans, even the reporters.
It's tough to defend. You want this one here?
Very tough to defend.
And none you think we could defend you on this one, Anthony and the Opie. What do you do? Why do you bite the hand that feed you?
This came, that
report, going to rain Saturday.
That report came seconds after we got the email from the WB newsroom saying that it wasn't cool to attack their station.
We got you, buddy.
Dude, stop it.
Stop.
What is going on? What is going on?
They have puppets.
What is this now? This is the Maya and Miguel, or
they got I don't know.
They're life-size like puppet things with people in the costumes dancing
That's
around.
Not life-size. They have huge heads,
bigger than life.
Huge heads and huge feet. See, they're doing the important stuff on Channel 11 this morning.
Does a reporter stand there and look at this and go, "Yeah, I'm proud to be part of this news organization"?
Right. Oh, my God. Anyway,
wow.
That's the important stuff they're getting done on the station we just assaulted.
They had a Mamma Mia, there's the clouds are coming in,
right,
and dancing puppets
with
on
huge
the stage.
heads.
And meanwhile, there's maybe bombs being planted on the subways.
Right, there you have it. Let's say hi to Tim. What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Tim.
You know, Bella's Italian, but I'm pretty sure Bonjour is French. I think the reporter's just an ass. He messed up.
He said buongiorno?
Did he say bonjour, Bella? That's French and Italian, isn't it?
I don't know what it is.
Don't make us go back to that, please.
But he said Bella.
All right.
She just repeated what he said.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Wow. What's going on, Ben? I see a lot of people.
A lot of people.
They're just taking the paper.
Oh, they're from Colorado. They just stopped by for a few minutes.
What's up, Colorado? Yeah, you.
Well,
there's MSNBC with the police commissioner, the mayor talking about the subway threat, and WB11 News here in New York just dancing puppets and some guy doing a bad Dago impression in a Christopher Columbus suit.
It's going to rain Thursday. No ride the train.
When he got into meteorology, did they have to teach him how to put on the Columbus suit and keep the sleeves frilly and fluffy like that? Did he think that's where his career was going to land him?
Wouldn't you? I don't know.
Oh, there's that hot chick from MSNBC standing in front of the 34th Street Penn Station subway.
Yeah, the AC and E line. She's doing lots and lots of live reports today.
Oof.
We'll get a few more today, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get a few more assaults on the media
right.
today. All right, Steve told us to play this thing, so he looks a little better today. The Al Jorgensen thing. Lead singer of Ministry tells some great stories.
He's trying to get himself out of the hole. Okay, I see.
Gather around the campfire, kids, and toast yourself a marshmallow. Settle in for another tall tale from your old Uncle Al Jorgensen.
You blowed up your tour bus?
Well, yeah.
And now what happened?
Okay. So, first, I have to preface this by saying when I was in Nashville, Tennessee on the Lollapalooza tour in back in 93, kids. Anyways, so this toothless, old man at this, truck stop where we go in and shop their sunglasses, it's like, hey, you guys want to buy some fireworks? I'm like, yeah. And I bought this, what looked like a bazooka. I mean, it was like 6 feet long metal tube, all right? And I forgot about it. I set it up on there, and then Gibby Haynes from the Butthole Surfers was traveling with us for a while, too, so Gibby got into our M80 supply that we usually throw at each other. So Gibby's like, hey, man, let's light these up in the bus. I'm like, oh, that is so lame, man. We do that every day. What's wrong with you? Here, I remember. I got this 6-foot pyro on here. So in the back of the bus, we light the thing. No. And this thing, the guy told me, I remember the toothless guy told me it's supposed to make like a pirate ship in the air or something. It's supposed to make this galleon with multicolored. So we light the thing in a bus while we're rolling down the highway between Houston and Dallas, right? So we light it, and I'm laughing. I'm thinking, all right, we're going to put it out, okay? I'll light it and just freak everyone out a little bit. Greg, just gets down on one knee at the very back of the bus and aims it for the front of the bus. That's all you can do. Booyah! The thing goes off, pellets bounce up the door and catch every bunk on fire. All right? And the great thing about this is every fire was a different color. Because this thing, it was so psychedelic.
Well, we're done spinning yarns today, kids, and it's a good thing, too, because I gotta go dig a hole and poop in it. Come back soon for another tall tale from your old Uncle Al Jorgensen.
Yeah, we really like that a lot. And we got 2 more stories from Al Jorgensen. And also, he's going to call in soon, I guess. Today or maybe next week?
10:15.
Oh, he's calling today? Yeah. Oh, we're going to get news stories from Al Jorgensen, the lead singer of Ministry.
Ooh.
I was supposed to play a different story there. I fucked up, so sorry about that. He's got a great story about Graceland and Ronald Reagan Jr. Maybe we'll get to those later today, okay?
All right.
But right now, we got to say hi to Jennifer W. from The Apprentice. Jennifer.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing actually better.
Yeah, you looked real sad last night on The Apprentice. You were
I know.
You were the latest one to get the boot and get fired. We don't want to really say you're fired, but
yeah.
I'm moving on.
You're moving on. Yeah, you sound very happy right now.
I am. I actually got to finally get some sleep.
Well, what was the task? Well, I mean, I watched the show, but for everybody else, on The Apprentice last night, of course, there's 2 teams. There's the ladies and the and the men,
Right.
and they both have a task. And what was last night's task? Just to
We were to put on a technology expo for Cedar Chase, which is a assisted living for senior adults, sponsored by Best Buy. Yeah.
Technology for seniors?
By the way,
I know, it was so funny. One of the guys goes,
by the way,
computers are from the devil.
Yeah. By the way, I got to jump in here really fast because, Donald Trump coming across like a really nice guy during this whole Apprentice show, how he gives back to the community and does this and that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to comment, Jennifer W., but it shows that he's also the devil.
Why?
Because he sends all these people into it's an old age home, and their job last night was to show people how to use TiVo and high-definition TVs and computers and how to use digital cameras.
Good luck.
And
They were trying to cover up everything last night, but it was obvious they had no clue in general. Right, Jennifer?
You know, some of them knew a little bit, but most of them know. And most of them don't even want to touch it. It's like,
yeah.
You know, I don't need that.
They're frightened of it.
Exactly.
They don't want to learn something new. That infernal device.
No.
What is that?
My mom is 69. She knows how to use the VCR, okay? We bought her a DVD player recently. We're still trying to teach her how to use it because she can't get the concept of the whole menu thing. She's used to just, push play, stop, rewind, fast forward. That's it. And maybe record one of her serials, as Anthony likes to call them.
The serials, programs.
But you forget that the DVD and the technology today is a little more involved, and just dumb stuff about moving around on a menu on the first screen, she can't get by that concept.
We've tried to get my mother a computer. She totally did not want it, wants no part of it. And we're telling her, it's about email. We could email you pictures, things like that, like things that parents or grandparents would love. Here's a picture. Here's a video with a kid. Here's, things like that. And she just wants no part of it at all. No technology. There was one, Sal had gotten her this camera with a printer. It's a digital camera. Take the picture, you pop the camera into the printer device, and all the pictures get printed out. No computer involved, nothing like that. She was like, I don't know, no, send it back. I got my regular camera. And she's got this camera from like 1976 with a flash cube on it. Like, it's back, ancient technology.
That's hilarious.
Dude, you don't know how lucky you are. I got my mother the computer. She figured it out. Every day I get Dalai Lama emails and chain letters.
Well, that's the other side of it.
Here comes all the junk mail, but she has time to read it and send it on.
Yeah, this is good luck. Well, this woman's really sick.
That's why I think Donald Trump is a sick individual, and he should be taken away.
Ooh.
To put all those old people through all that. So the women basically they lost last night.
Yeah, we got slaughtered.
And Jennifer had to pay the price, and she got fired.
Yes.
Now, was she like a leader or?
Well, Jennifer,
I wasn't the project manager. The project manager put me in charge of what she considered the event planning, room setup, food and beverage, decor, that kind of thing.
Jesus.
What you don't know is that I was allowed about $260 for all of it. And another teammate, Felicia, was in charge of the posters, and those didn't get done. Needless to say, Kinko's didn't come through for us. But Anyways, you know, a lot of stuff doesn't come out, and
can I get
no regrets. I'm, you know.
Well, I got to play a quick clip from last night's show because you're trying to defend yourself because it's obvious that you're in deep trouble. Deep trouble.
Yeah.
Because one of Donald Trump's lackeys there or whatever, the blonde, I don't even know her name. I'm watching
Carolyn.
Yeah, she looks like a real, you know.
Oh boy,
you know what I'm gonna say.
Like
right?
instead of the last initial being M, it should be C, right?
She looks like a real. Anyway, she basically saw your presentation and said there was nothing going on in the presentation, no balloons, nothing.
Oh, you're talking about Carolyn.
The blonde. The blonde that is one of Donald Trump's people.
Like the evil.
See, she comes in.
It out for me. She was ruthless.
Yeah, but she looks like a real. You know, Jennifer. So basically, her job is to go and see how the group is doing, and to report back to Donald. And basically, looked at Jennifer like, you were in charge of making a nice presentation here, and there's nothing going on, no balloons really, nothing. So then Jennifer tries to defend herself in this clip from last night. It's quick, Jennifer, because I know you have to leave. Hold on a sec.
I think the reason this test failed was because there was nothing to this presentation. I thought the place was very dry, it was very drab, the food was horrible, and there was nothing that really drew you in. There was not even a sign that said technology exposition. There was nothing. It was boring.
You thought everything was fine?
The reason why I picked what I picked is I spun off of my grandmother. She loved cake. That's why I chose that. I picked cookies because I knew that some people wouldn't like cake, and they'd probably want something easier and just handheld. And I even had sugar-free cookies for the diabetics. I made sure that I did that.
No offense, Jennifer, but you're explaining this to Donald Trump that you did the best you can. You got cake, cookies.
Yeah. I gave the old people the cookies. Don't make a maniac out of me.
I know. What's so funny is when she makes that comment, my answer was to something that George had said earlier in the boardroom. But, of course, the way they edited it and pieced it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, well, what can I say? I have no control over that. But
you're trying to defend yourself and basically telling Donald, but I got the cake and I got the
cookies. If they don't want the cake, I got them a little handheld snack.
Now, let's say they're diabetic. I even got sugar-free cookies.
Sugar-free.
Actually, earlier he was complaining about the food. He was like, and the cake and the cookies, and they were stale and they were hard. I'm like, oh, my God, give me a break.
You know, in our families, you know who we give that job to, right?
Uh-oh.
The one that's a little slower than everybody.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
It's because all you have to do is get the cake and the cookies.
What can I do? I mean, just go get some cake,
just go to the bakery and just it's under my name. You don't even have to pick out the damn thing. You just got to pick it up.
It's all paid for.
It's all paid for.
The Fudgy the Whale. Get it.
And Jennifer, before we let you go, I got to call you out on something else. Who's the bad speller in the group?
Oh, my goodness. Whoever works at that grocery store.
Yeah.
Shame on me for not staring at it hard enough and realize that it wasn't a C, it was a T. But
yes.
Oh, well, live and learn.
The cake had a misspelled word
Oh,
on it.
no.
It said Techno instead of Techno Expo. Oh, well, that was Marshawn's idea to put the words on there. We should have just left it.
Wait, it was supposed to be techno, but it was what?
Techno.
Techno?
Who are you, Christopher Columbus?
Wow.
It's a Techno festival.
The grocery store didn't quite get it, but that's okay.
It was pretty funny, though. I got it.
I know.
And you looked at that blonde, you know what she is, Jennifer, and went,
I know.
Oh, she's going right back to Donald.
I wouldn't want to be stranded on a desert island with her.
No.
Let's put it that way.
And she's going back to Donald to tell him that I can't spell.
Techno.
So what do you do in your real life when you're not a TV star?
Well, I own a real estate company overseeing about 80 agents, so that keeps me busy. I also have a restaurant. It's a sushi martini bar called Off the Hook, all located in Arizona, just north of Phoenix. Plus, I'm married and I have two small children, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So between all that, I'm pretty busy.
Wow, proving that you're a true brainiac. You opened up a sushi restaurant in the middle of Arizona. That's wonderful.
Hey, where do you get your fish from?
Yeah, because when I'm in Arizona and in those places in the country, I'm thinking steak.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now we have steak, too. We have a great filet with Dungeness crab on top, chicken katsu.
But Anthony,
where does the fish come from?
That's a good question.
Where do you get your fish from so it can be fresh?
I don't know. I have to ask my chef. I don't
know. You don't know. You're a figurehead.
I like this Jennifer girl. Yeah, all right. All right. Well, it was fun watching you on TV last night.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
That's for sure.
Thanks for this morning.
Are you doing the whole tour today?
Oh, yeah. I'm at the news station right now. They're getting ready to put the microphone on me. So here we go again. Flashbacks.
What station?
Do you see Christopher Columbus walking around?
What station are you doing? We'll all watch you on TV now.
It's Channel 12 is the NBC affiliate here in Phoenix. I think they're going to satellite it into the Today Show. So stay tuned.
All right, we'll turn to the
check you out.
We'll turn to the Today Show. Could you say Opie and Anthony rocks?
It rocks. Opie and Anthony rocks.
No, I mean when you're on live TV, you silly goose.
Oh, not now.
Yeah, do it. Just say Katie, because if Katie interviews you, she's a really good friend of ours. Just say, hey, I was just on with Opie and Anthony, and they say hi.
She loves us.
Will do.
It'll just get everyone all loose and ready for the interview.
No problem. Will do.
All right, Jennifer. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Same to you.
There she
Bye.
goes, Jennifer W. She was kicked off The Apprentice last night
for not having good enough decorations at an old folks' home.
Yeah,
is that pretty much what it boiled down to? And a misspelled cake,
stale cake,
and stale little cookies.
But this was supposed to be her expertise.
Where was it done? See, I am a little curious about this. See, if you've noticed, the whole gag here with this Apprentice interview that we've done last week and this week is Opie actually watched the show. I haven't a clue. So I asked the questions, but now you've intrigued me a bit, and I'm curious.
Well, let's take people inside what we do on this program here,
All
Anthony.
right.
Quite frankly, The Apprentice, I could take it or leave it. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? But, this is good for the show. Get some big stars on the program. So I told the fine folks in Washington, look, this is what we'll do. I'll watch the damn Apprentice every week. And I'll give it my all.
Yes.
And Anthony's not going to watch it all.
I won't
and
watch
I'll tell you why.
Second.
Because now you're like Joe Listener that didn't see The Apprentice last night.
Right.
So you helped me make it interesting for everybody out there.
And I might come up with some questions that they would come up with.
So now here's the questions. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you need to know?
Because now I'm a little intrigued.
Thank God for the DVR, by the way, because I woke up at 5 this morning and watched The Stupid Apprentice.
Yeah, you gotta
as
love
I'm
it.
drinking coffee.
Gotta love it.
Anyway, go ahead.
The what was the atmosphere? I know it was an old folks' home, but all I ever picture of that is that little meeting room they have,
with the bad furniture,
social room, whatever they call it,
table.
with the plastic school chairs, and some poor comic that's got to go up there and do an act. That's where he does it, and that just with cheap streamers and hey, learn about technology. How would you make it look good? How would you make something like that?
Well, the guys, they got balloons and stuff, and they just jazz
balloons for technology. That's like what you would bring if you needed to bring technology to a retard home.
It's like an expo, though. It's like, you want to make it look the presentation. We've been to some of these XM events. They have a good presentation.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen balloons.
Dude, it was really funny, though, because
it had to have been with old people that could give a shit about technology.
They
don't care.
You know what? It was like a dream come true, though, because all of a sudden they're going about their day. Just one day leads into the next day.
Yeah.
Time is a bitch, as we all know.
But how do
they're at the end of their lives.
Yeah.
Waiting for bingo. Hoping for something warm to eat, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the door opens, and 7 or 8 women, hot as shit,
they gotta look
in.
at this.
And one of the women was trying out like a heart monitor that you wear on your body, I guess, for exercise and make sure your heart rate's okay.
Yeah.
So she wants to demonstrate it. The old codger has to be in his 80s, maybe in his 90s.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden she gets on the floor and starts doing push-ups right in front of him. Of course, because it makes for great TV. They're right on the old man, and he is basically drooling like, holy shit.
I remember that.
I haven't seen that in a good 50 years.
Since the Kaiser was
the guy is losing
Germany.
his mind. And basically the old men were just flirting with the women the whole time. They could care less about high-definition TV.
But how do you figure out who wins? I mean, at the end, like if you sell enough money, whoever makes the most money wins. How do you know?
I guess in this,
are they like rats if Grandpa makes it through the maze?
With this task, they had like a little questionnaire that all the old people had to fill out.
And based on
and the guys had a bigger, higher rating.
Positive responses.
Yeah, they had an 8-point-something, and the women had a 7-point-something.
What did the guys do that made them so much better?
I was too busy.
They put porn on a laptop
to the women and their hotness.
They show the guys the
porn on a laptop.
If you eliminate the female vote, and just pad the male vote and give them laptops with pornography.
That's it.
To watch the guy in Seattle get killed by the horse cock.
Right.
You know, the old guys say, hey, this is pretty good stuff.
We learned how to change the angle on the DVD porn.
It's wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
But the guys just drooling over the hot women, that was the reason to watch last night. It was fun.
Yeah.
And they could care less about digital cameras. They've lived their lives. They don't care.
They ain't got no pictures.
And
they don't care what they're taking pictures of now.
And you can't teach the old people new tricks. You just can't.
No,
pictures
they don't
I
want to
can't see, you son of a bitch.
I had the unfortunate experience of going to an old age home for, I don't know, about 6 weeks every single day.
Why?
When my mom was in that accident with my pops.
Oh, right.
She survived. She's totally fine now, so, whatever. But she was in really bad shape, and she was in an old age home.
Like a nursing home.
Yeah, like for 6 weeks. And I knew the whole time she was going to be okay, so it was cool, right? But I was, like, spending time walking around the halls and stuff. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy
it's
mother.
Depressing.
Holy crap. You have old women that are celebrating their 90th birthday and having little princess crowns on their head, and
oh my god,
and their their great grandson is there, celebrating the 90th birthday with them. Actually, no, the story gets worse. Actually, it does get worse. This 90-year-old lady came up from Florida, and she's one of these, we all have one relative in our family where we have to brag about. She's 95 and she still lives alone.
Got all her wits to her.
She still goes to the grocery store and does her own shopping. We all tell the story. If you think you're the only one, shut up now. Yeah. We all do it. She actually she gets out of bed and dresses herself still every morning.
Gets up, makes herself breakfast. That's wonderful. Goes out, walks.
She could still go to the movies by herself. There's always that thing.
Yeah, that she can
one
do by
thing
herself.
She can still do.
That a 3-year-old can do.
Right.
She can roll over. She's reached a point. She's ahead of schedule on rolling over. We put her on her back. She rolls over and crawls.
She's 95 and doesn't need to put her food in a blender.
Right.
So there was this lady from Florida. She's coming up to celebrate her 90th birthday with her son, who doesn't have time for her. That was obvious, of course. But mom, 90, all right. I'll throw her a bone and throw her a party for a couple days. And a real rich guy, right? And she's hanging out at his house, and she falls and breaks her hip.
Death sentence.
So now she's in the old age home. She came up from Florida for her 90th birthday, and she was totally with it. I talked to her a few times.
Oh, no.
Really nice lady, by the way. I don't mean to, trash her. But that's what happens. And instead of having the nice party, I think the guy has a really big house on the water. She's in this horrendous horror show celebrating her 90th birthday with a cake. As you hear the noises from the other room. And then, shut up!
The oxygen.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the whole deal, man. The whole deal.
My grandmother she was 90, 92. She had one leg, a bad eye. She's like one of those crazy Muslims that are all deformed, screaming. She was all beat up, And she was fighting. She had everything wrong with her. Every system was shutting down. Everything was wrong. She wouldn't go, man. She was like a Dodge Dart. You couldn't kill her. But she finally, even my father said, this is just no way to live.
Come on.
There's no dignity.
Cash it in.
And then my grandmother, when she finally passed away, her last words were, "Fucking finally."
Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, she actually said, "I just want to go."
Anyway, just to finish up, so, I was coming and going every day, right? And there was one lady that was just the one that it just proves you do have a soul. You have a soul and have a heart.
Did something touch you?
Not even, it just freaked me out. Like, I'd be walking by and she would be in like a wheelchair with the kindergarten tray on top, and all of a sudden you're just trying to walk by. I'm dealing with my own horrific scene.
Oh no!
And I just want to see my mom, give her some flowers, give her some encouraging words, do my thing.
You need a little dose of reality along the way, right?
And as I'm walking by this lady, almost every time. Well, when she wasn't sedated, there were times she was just staring into space, but when she wasn't sedated, she's alive and well. Not alive and well. She talks to herself, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking by, she's like, help me, help me, help me.
Oh.
Help. And if that's not bad enough, she grabs on with that old lady strength. The old lady strength.
Bony fingers.
Now all their strength goes to those little translucent bony fingers that you can see her pulse in.
Now she's grabbing onto me, screaming, help me, help me, help me.
Why'd you get close to her?
Yeah, the hallways. That's where they hang out. They
run.
don't want to be in their room, so you go down the hall and it's just horrific scenes all around you. On the left, on the right, you don't know. You're waving, you're saying hi, you're doing what you can.
Oh no!
And she grabs
blinders.
And
right
then
to
the people that
destination.
work there, they at this point they've seen it all.
Oh, they don't care.
They're
at all.
just screaming at her like whatever her name is, Mrs. Smith. Let him go. Just screaming, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Let him go. And just she's screaming, help me, help me, help me. And I'm dragging her down the hall because, the wheelchair is
Get off me, old bag.
You didn't even stop. You just kept walking.
Keep walking. She's on wheels. Who cares?
The first time I stopped and then I help you with what?
Right,
Sounds like a logical question. And then, it had something to do with Martians and the mole people. I don't know. And then, then it got to a point you just try to keep moving forward.
It's just what it's like in those places.
And the wheelchair is moving with you.
Dementia and...
I did a job once when I was doing air conditioning in one of those old folks' homes, and there was a man in a wheelchair, and all he did the whole day, he sat there in one spot just going, help! Help! Yelling it. I guess that's what they do. Help! And the workers would just come over and say, Mr. Johnson, stop it. Stop it. And I was talking to one of the girls, and I said, what's his story? She goes, oh, he was a gym teacher for many years, and, he just slowly degraded. And now he's sitting here probably having flashbacks that there's not enough soccer balls for his students or something, and just yells help all the time.
Really?
And he looks all troubled. These old people have that sad look like, oh, it's over, Johnny. Just waiting. Just waiting. It's like the Grim Reaper has an office, like a doctor's office, and they're all in the waiting room. They're all in the waiting room ready to get the call, the name. Mrs. Smith, the Grim Reaper will see you now.
All right, here comes the light.
And you just know.
Start walking.
You're in the waiting room.
When I was with my grandmother one, there was the angry Jamaican nurses.
Oh, yeah.
Stop a grabbing people. I can't do Jamaican.
Stop a grabbing. What are you, Christopher Columbus?
It's going to rain Friday. Stop a grabbing the people as they walk by. Leave it to Opie alone.
My mother's mother, my grandmother, on my mother's side, she's been put in a home because she just started losing it. My mother says she goes to visit her sometimes, and a lot, and she'll just sit on the edge of the bed and go, yeah, well, I saw your father was here last night, and was he giving me trouble? And of course, father's been dead for years and years and years, and they get visits from the dead. She accuses everyone in the place of thieving things that she didn't have, that she never had. She brings up stuff from so many years ago, like the goddamn 30s and 40s, and it's just awful when the mind starts just deteriorating.
What was scary when we were visiting my grandmother, my father. It's his mother's. He's like, this is no way to live, and he got kind of serious. He goes, look, if I ever get this way, we're gonna have. I don't want to live like this. We got to do something. You're gonna be in charge and everything. If your mother ever gets this way, kill me. I don't know if I can deal with it.
You should have went in the next night with a pillow and started suffocating him. No, Dad, you don't know. You're gone. You're gone, Pop.
Let's say hi to Kurt. Kurt, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, I was just calling. I used to take my grandmother was in one of the old folks' home. I used to take my son to go visit her, and about half the cafeteria when we would get there would empty out and gather around us in a circle like, vultures or, Dawn of the Dead, people just coming to see anybody, visiting anybody.
Oh, like the visit is a big thing, because a lot of them don't get visitors. So when a child comes or a grandchild comes to visit them, it's like an event.
It's so depressing, man. I The place my mom was at for a little while, I mean, they do a great job. You know, I'm not trashing what these people do because it's got to be one of the toughest jobs to do. And they try to keep it interesting for the people living there. They have parlor day where they get their hair
and their hair done.
Yeah, so
Both of them.
a local salon comes by and does the hair
it's students
once or twice a week, and I swear to God, it's so depressing because they look forward to this and they're all lined up in their wheelchairs to get their hair done. And
I don't know. I've always looked at institutional living like kind of a cool thing. You know, you got your little room. You don't have to leave it if you don't want. There's TV, and then occasionally you can pop out, do stuff, and then you're back in your room. I kind of like that.
You live like that now.
You're absolutely right.
You know, you're Anthony. I don't want the outside in.
Help!
Keep the outside away.
Help!
Help!
Someone knocks on the door. Help!
Let's go to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Listen, my cousin used to work in this elderly joint, right? She walks in, this guy's 900 years old, looks like he was on Noah's boat, butt naked, jacking it like a monkey, screaming, I need a woman, I need a woman.
Hey, I'm just happy to know that it's going to still work at that age.
Yeah.
That's
better than Parlor Day.
I'll be whacking
That's hard
right
on
to
day.
the end, man.
There was some chick that was she tried to kill herself. This was years ago. She was in her teens, and I think I was still in my teens, my late teens. And she tried to kill herself, so they put her up in the psych ward at Huntington Hospital, floor 5. Yeah. And I figured I'd visit her because I was just trying to have sex with her, you know. So I figured I would visit her because she tried to kill herself. Obviously, there's a problem. Not many people were visiting. I figured all I would need is to put in like 3 visits, and I'm there. I'm banging her. So I go up every day for a few days, and I started looking around going, this wouldn't be that bad. I'd have the run of the place. It would be like Cuckoo's Nest, you know?
You'd be king of the retards.
Like, I really started thinking, I should check in here, because you get all the sex you want. You just got to, give the girl a little bit of a boost in her self-esteem, and you're in. You could rob people blind just by tricking them with stupid parlor tricks and games out of their money or food that their family brings them. I kind of started looking at institutional living as an option.
Your buddy's on the line.
This is when the hermit started in your life, the late teens?
Yeah.
I'm going to build a shelter.
Cowbell Bill.
Hi, Bill.
It's been a while, buddy.
What's up, brother? How you been, man?
Good, man. Excellent. Busy, so I haven't gotten in there.
Yeah, you got to stop by.
Yeah, we'd like to see you, Bill.
I know. You're not going to believe this. I'm at a retirement community right now.
Oh, you are? You're doing work. Bill does, what do you do, alarms?
Yeah, fire alarms, burglar alarms.
Yeah.
And every single one of these people, if they got their wits about themselves, they're pissed off.
Yeah. It's not a happy place to be.
It's like, now, in this business, it's $85 an hour for if you're doing work, if you're doing construction.
Uh-huh.
It also happens to be $85 an hour to do service.
Yep.
It's $85 to walk in the door. So my secretary tells this one guy, oh, it's $85 an hour. I go in there, I twist his little wire together. I said, okay, you're all set. He goes, what do you mean? This old pissed off World War II Irish vet. He goes, you got 55 minutes to go through the rest of this thing with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, he wanted you to spend an hour.
As he's walking away, the back of his neck is all red. I'm like, you cocksucker.
Hey, I remember working for a living and making a lot less for a lot more work.
Oh, I don't get all of that. The company I sub from gets most of it.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, man, they're all pissed off. I actually befriended this one lady. I was working in his place for like 2 weeks. Every day, hi, Bill, how are you? Oh, okay, I'm doing fine. Within 2 weeks, she's accusing me of stealing money, going to management, going into her bag and taking $5.
That's why no one visits, no one comes in, and no one's nice to these people.
That's it. You go in, they're like, hello, fuck you.
And then you become friends with them, and then you're the guy that's stealing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, is that fucked up.
Target of the dementia. But if you're going to be in that place, I'd rather be nuts and be in that place than be sane and be in that place.
Yeah, that would drive you crazy. All right, Bill, get your ass in here one of these days, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go sniff a few dirty diapers.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Bring that $5 you took out of a purse.
Cowbell Bill. Chris in Michigan. What's up, Chris?
Hey, boys, I just want to say I love the show. But, I used to work for a home health care company, and all we did was we delivered oxygen, hospital beds, set up supplies for these patients in the nursing homes. And the first time that I had to go through there, I walked in, and the stench of death, it was terrible.
Yeah, it's like that old people urine.
Lysol.
Disinfectant all in one. You could. All of them are trying to cover the other smell, but they're all coming through.
The reality is, when you get that old, there's parts of your body that are already dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. And I'm not talking about hair.
They're just rotting away.
Yeah, there's parts that are just dead already.
It's like an odor parfait.
Yeah.
Stacked up, just all of them together, each individual you're smelling.
Rob in New York, what's up?
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning, Rob.
Do you remember the Lake George cruise ship that drowned them all?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, normally that's a terrible tragedy, but like Anthony said, these people live their lives and they're rotting in the hallways. Maybe that should be a mandatory thing for senior citizens.
You take them out on the boat ride that never comes back?
Yeah. Nice.
All right, get on the ship.
See you later.
No, it's weird. They're reenacting the conditions and.
Yeah,
they're doing a recreation with the actual boat to see with the weight of the passengers and a wake and trying to tip it over and putting weight on one side of the boat to see if it reacts and tips over.
And they're trying to blame the alcoholic captain.
Was he drunk?
Well, they call him an alcoholic. They weren't sure if he was drunk at the time.
They had a picture of this guy. Wow-wee.
Hey, what's that?
Wow-wee. Girls, to bring the hotness back into the studio.
That's it. That's life.
Wow.
That's life.
That's why we...
Holy...
That's why we do what we do.
Is she a adult film star?
Jessie Jane. And Carmen, right?
Wow.
Carmen Levana? Is that Carmen? Yes, of course. We're going to have them in a few minutes.
Those could be a couple of the hottest adult film stars we've ever had.
Ben, what's up?
Hi. Because usually they're a little ragged around the edges. You know, you could tell they've been in the industry a while.
Not this.
Jiminy Cricket.
All right, screw the old people talk. Who cares?
I choose life, damn it.
I choose life.
Right, look what just
staring us in the face.
That's the
I don't even know what we're talking about.
We're all going to be dead soon, but not today.
Lake George, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, blah, blah, very
alcoholic
sad.
captain, whatever.
Blah,
Guy's
blah,
been doing
blah.
the job for many years, blah, 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 blah. We have nothing on that.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, quickly, though.
Yes.
Before, because you got to let it wait to build up the anticipation of the hotness.
Oh,
this
it's
kind of
built.
ties in with something I wanted to bring up quickly.
Let's bring Steven here, too, while Anthony gets to this point.
I was at the diner in Great Neck on Sunday. And I'm dealing with old people that are not in the homes. These are people that are walking the earth. I sit down in the diner, and now I'm surrounded. It's noon, Great Neck, on a Sunday.
Oh, boy.
So it's all just old people. Couples, old people with their families, sitting down. I'm listening to conversations because they talk loud because they all can't hear. Every single conversation, nothing but death, disease, and doctors.
Mm-hmm.
It was the worst. I'm trying to eat, and they are just going off about tumors and their bones cracking. And this doctor is great, and that one. And then they're showing each other. One old guy is like, and then this on my neck. I got this on my neck. And no, he's a good doctor. He takes the HMO, and it is just it. So I'm listening to one table, and it's disgusting me. So I'm talking to my girlfriend, and then to my right, I start hearing another one perking up. Oh, yes, she passed, but she was in the hospital for about 3 months. It was the cancer, and there was nothing they could do about it. We visited her, and she was just rotting away in her bed.
Skin and bones, just skin and bones.
And I'm like, is this a joke? It got to the point where I said there was mirrors on the wall. I said there has to be a camera back there, and this is a joke on me, because every single conversation, another couple comes in, and they're talking with the guy that runs the diner, who is standing up next to their table, talking about some nerve disease that makes them shake, and that she's got to go to his doctor because he cured it, and the old man is talking about his feet. And this is a place where people eat, but old people just adore talking about disease and
misery.
Death when they get out. Disease, death, misery, and deterioration.
Because they don't feel so lonely and alone. Because everyone's sick. We're all dying. You call my house, you call my mother's house after 10 o'clock, you know she answers the phone? Who's dead?
Who's dead?
That's how she answers the phone. Hello? Who died?
They just, can you come up with something else, especially in a public, I don't care if you're sitting at your house, talking with your husband or your friggin' children about your god-awful, fucking, disgusting old diseases.
It starts at 60.
No, does it? Because I've seen some people
It starts
in
at
their
60s.
Yeah.
60.
It really
60?
doesn't. Remember the conversation we just had in the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I was sharing dump stories with Adam.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
You're right. Adam's like, because, I've been to doctors and stuff, and I'm just not regular still.
That's fine in the bathroom with Adam. You're
true.
not sitting at a diner talking about psoriasis.
But then we're bragging
and,
he's regular. He does 2, right?
Yeah.
I used to do 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like clockwork,
right?
It was like clockwork, but with this stupid morning radio stuff, I don't know. I don't know which way's up sometimes. So we're just explaining this in the bathroom. And then Danny, who's a lot younger than me, he's having the same problem, and he used to be regular. So it has something to do with this morning radio crap, okay?
Getting up early.
I've been poked and probed.
But the point of the story is we used to go into the bathroom with cocaine talking about girls. Now we're like, are you regular?
Yeah, well, so it's happening to us already is the point Adam's trying to make, I guess, Anthony. And then I told Adam, and then when the body finally decides, all right, you've had enough torture and allows you to release, I am going to start taking pictures because I'm absolutely... Well, I'll throw it on the website. If you want to look, you can look. If you don't have to look. Because Danny agrees with me, too.
Check.
Danny agrees with me. He's like, yeah, I'm the same way. All of a sudden, you look back at the bowl, and you're amazed. You're like, all that was just in me? Are you kidding me?
I was like, am I a bear?
Right.
It is something that you do want to document.
You want to document.
I actually take pride in it sometimes. I'm like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I have made fire.
Yeah.
Look at what I've accomplished.
I had one of the most embarrassing experiences of my life once. This happened about a year or so ago, maybe a little longer.
Duty on the hand?
I took one that I swear the size of it was ridiculous. Like, I looked and just went, that did not just come out of me. And it was this bright, almost yellow color. It was fluorescent. It was just screaming for attention. It was huge. And I can't emphasize how big. So I shut the top of the bowl, flush, and walk out. Yeah. My girlfriend's mother walks in after me. She shuts the door. A couple of seconds later, the door opens. She goes, well, there's something in there. Like, she didn't want to say anything or something. I'm like, okay. And then I go, uh-oh. So she leaves the bathroom. I walk in, lift it. This thing didn't go anywhere. This didn't budge. It was sitting through a full flush exactly as I left it. That's a fine flip the bowl open. That's a fine how do you do? It was so embarrassing. And I didn't have a plunger, so I got like a rolled up Daily News, and I'm just trying to bust it apart. It was so completely embarrassing.
Mine at times gets so packed. So when I finally release, it looks like an old barbershop pole.
What? I hope not red and white striped.
No, but you can see individual meals, basically.
Really?
Oh, no.
Am I the only one?
No, I love that. When you just by taking a look at your log, you could figure out when your body stopped processing one meal and started working.
Gave up on that one.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I'm like...
You're shitting a timeline.
Oh, without a doubt, dude. I'm like... Wow, so it takes 2 days to release a burrito after you eat it.
Nothing scares the shit out of you like an undigested piece of red pepper, though. You look, I'm bleeding! I'm not.
A chunk of flesh.
Oh, that's right, I had the red pepper.
And some salad, some little green bits go out in there.
And it's a great way.
Spinach, too, scares me.
It's
because it's like green and stuff.
Of course it is.
It's a great way to keep track of your diet. You go, I was obviously eating bad right in there.
This is such a horrid conversation.
I was drunk
beautiful
once.
girls out there listening to this.
I was drunk in college. I woke up and I got up. I turned around. I looked down. I went, "Oh, when did I eat a nickel?"
Now, I swear to you, at home, anytime now, anytime.
Yeah.
I flush, wash my hands, and then take another look.
And then get back.
And then take another look. And sometimes I'll even flush again. And I usually do, even though it's empty, flush again. Because sometimes a little milk dud hides like a moray eel in a cave. It hides where the water goes out. And it'll be sitting there until some reason, I don't know, the midday sun heats the water up, it changes the fluid dynamics, and here he comes forward. Hi, I'm back.
And it goes bloop.
Just to float around in there. And that's something you don't want a loved one seeing ever. You just don't want. The big one was so big and ridiculous that it just overpowered everything. But the little ones there, that's just.
All right, listen. I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Go ahead.
But what the hell? I say we have a dump contest between the boys.
No.
Who's in?
I am in.
No.
I'm in.
No. I'm so out. I'm too regular to win, and that ain't me.
Come on, Ant.
No way.
No, I'm not. You could come back just to bring in your dumb pictures.
No, Jimmy would be involved.
Jimmy's going to be with us most of next week, so he'll be in.
You need a warm-up period to do the eating and not crapping for a while.
This is all it is. Between now and next Friday, you get the best picture of your dump.
I'll only go twice.
All right, so that's great.
Oh, a picture. It doesn't have to be done here in the bathroom.
No, dude. You just bring in the picture from home on your digital camera, and we'll throw it up on the website. We'll have a freaking little contest.
All right, maybe. If it's something I can be proud of. But
who else is in?
How do we know it's going to be? Because there are plenty of pictures on the web.
No.
You got to put some kind of proof in there.
Yeah, your name or something.
The bowl with today's paper.
Today's paper, a hostage shot.
Your name or something. Or your hand, like, pointing at it. We'll figure it out. No one's going to cheat around here, right?
Well, what do you...
Cheaters.
It's just mass?
Whatever. You have
thickness.
Between now...
What'll it be judged on? What's the judging criteria?
You have between now and next Friday to just get the best picture of your dump. That's all.
There could be a skinny one that's just like a javelin.
Yeah. That could be funny, too, though.
Or the big, like, one that looks like a leech.
Right. It's like
well, it could be like originality or something. Because I'll drink like a bunch of Bloody Marys and shit in Adobe. You know,
an Adobe brick,
something like that.
I'll work my diet and everything for the next week. I'm going to take this very seriously. Danny, you in?
I will eat onion dip for dinner every day.
Sure, I'll be in.
Oh no!
I took
mayo.
one once. It looked like a cigar store Indian.
Oh,
who's going to come in with
had a shape to it?
Who's going to come in with the shredded wheat picture?
Yeah, you could screw this up and just have it look like you dumped a pot of stew in there. No, this is wrong. This is so wrong, man.
I think the listeners would enjoy this.
I'm so glad I got a camera phone.
Who else is in? Yeah. Danny, you're in. Eric, you're definitely in. Anthony and maybe I'm in. Any of the boys? Travis raising his hand? Nathaniel?
I'm going on the road. If anything happens on the road that I think is noteworthy, I'll email you a
I'm
picture.
only turning it in if I feel it's a winner. I am not going for second place here. There will be no submission. But if I do something that is like, oh, that wins, then I'll submit.
Something that looks like Barbara Streisand, something that comes out
huge.
Is Steve in? Steve's got to be in. Ben, in?
Hey, does a bear shit? Oh. Well, that's part of the contest.
Do we want to involve like people like Stalker Patty and the Big A and stuff?
Big A. Contest over.
You in,
Steve? Would you be involved in something like this?
Ow. Jesus. Motherfucking chair.
He almost fell on his ass.
You are having a bad day, man.
He's in the sitting position, chasing the chair with his ass across the studio because it was rolling backwards. Instead of just standing up, he's trying to sit.
Because I was going to fall down.
Which would have been hysterical.
I know, and I'm not giving you fuckers that satisfaction today.
Steve, you in?
Well, what's the criteria? Does that have to be like big and huge? Because I don't really have huge dumps anymore.
No, there's no criteria.
Oh, he's got the stapled
I got stapled guts, so I don't really have them anymore.
We should set a criteria.
No, it's basically a week to see what you can do, and you bring in the results.
Yeah, I'll try, but it's not really. I don't do the big ones anymore. I haven't for years.
Yeah, and you can't cheat. You can't keep dumping over your...
No.
It's got to be one dump.
It's like American Idol, though, because some people are good singers.
Right.
Some look the part more, but aren't as good singers. So it's all going to be judged on the big picture.
The big picture. And we got to make a pact. It's one dump.
It's one dump, and no faking it.
You know what you
should
do?
Chew up a bunch of Snickers and mold it together and throw it in there.
Everybody should have the same diet. Because now it's like NASCAR.
No one's
like
going to
stock
like me.
car.
No, you got to eat your own fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't open up a can of I don't know, cream corn and dump it in.
Dump it in as a garnish.
Yeah, don't do any of that.
It's all got to go through you in one serving, one
That's
dump.
right. So Steve, you're in?
Yeah, sure.
What about Ben? Ben is shaking his head.
I've taken Coke dumps in my day. Wow.
Ben's shaking his head. He's out.
He's got to defend his title of big duties.
Out. All right. You wanted to get some of the regular guys involved too?
Listeners want to know if they can play. Now, we won't know if they're cheating so much. If you think you got a good one, send it in, but you got to have proof.
Hold on. Also, we got to just trust each other because I want blind voting. Because the listeners have their favorites on this show.
Oh, wow, okay.
They all have their favorites.
All right.
A lot of people love Anthony.
Blind
They
voting,
absolutely
so
love him.
we won't know whose it is.
Right, until the end.
vote. Wow, that's good. Okay.
Blind voting.
Like a taste test.
That's good, a blind taste test.
And then the listeners will have fun trying to figure out whose dump is who, things like that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get like a Pat from Menaki involved? Or
We'll know
if
there's a big dump like next to U2 tickets, we'll know it's yours.
It's over if people like Pat from Wenatchee get involved.
It's just us?
You just know he's crapping.
All right, maybe we'll expand
Buicks.
it. Round 2 will be like some of the side characters.
Well, let it be the show, and then have a separate category for the listeners, and then it's the playoffs.
All right. Yeah, we can do it that way.
It's like the celebrity golf, and then they have the other people, the pros that play.
Yeah, this isn't a pro-am event.
Yeah.
So a week from today, you got to get your picture in.
We're already getting worst bit ever. And that's from the guy that's calling himself Baby Raper from Los Angeles. Says worst bit ever.
I think it has some legs. So where were we? So basically, when you turn 60, you talk about your health and gas prices.
I wish they talked about gas prices.
They didn't talk about gas prices in the diner?
That's what killed me. It was all horrid old people disease. It was all about cancer and tumors and nervous system problems and skin diseases. And they talk so fucking loud that I'm trying to eat, and you got like runny eggs, and they're talking about their bowel movements.
You know what I love about hanging out with old people? Because I've talked about this when we had that 2+ years off. I was doing a lot of golfing, and you golf with retirees, basically.
Middle of the day, yeah.
Everyone else is pretty much working. So I would be teamed up with a bunch of old guys all the time. And you just realize, unless you get that big C or some horrific thing happens to you, the body can handle a lot, man.
Yeah.
I was talking to guys that had their whole stomach removed, turned upside down, and then put back in them, and this guy's walking the golf course. You see these guys walking around where they had their golf shirts on, and they got these massive goiters sticking out.
The goiter.
We've all looked in the mirror and said stuff like, "Oh my God, what's that? What's that?" And you start panicking or whatever. But then you hang out with old people, you realize that what's that thing has to be really.
It's a goiter.
Has to turn into something really, really ridiculous for it to really harm you.
My brother's boss got the esophagus cancer.
Yeah.
They cut out his esophagus.
Yeah, sure.
And put his stomach in his back.
What?
I swear to you. They cut out his esophagus.
What?
And then
What,
just
he shit out of his ear?
And then just pulled his stomach up and put it around the back of his organs.
Do that?
Dude. Yes.
You can't do that. You can't move shit around.
He'd eat a full meal and walk around going, Esmeralda! The Bears! He had his stomach, in his back.
You can't do that.
They
There's no room
did
in
it.
the back.
They did it!
Is it like in a bag hanging in the back? Or?
No, it was under his... It was in his back.
Get outta here.
They moved everything. They pushed it aside. They put it behind like a lung.
But what was there in the first place?
Nothing. You got some room for rent inside you. There's the organs and then some little places where other shit can be squeezed and moved around. You jostle a lung a little. You push the stomach up there.
Can't do that.
Stomach in the back. Oh, God. Oh, what is that?
Well, it's that a lot of people are calling with this. Joe from Wantagh.
If that was art, it would be called Toilet M80 Hershey Bar.
What did we start?
Joe?
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
Hey.
Pretty good. What's up?
Listen, there's a website that you guys should check out. It's called RateMyPoo.com.
Yeah, you got.
Is that where
you
that
got to
came
link this
from?
to OpieAnthony.com. I checked this out a few
Oh.
days ago.
You know what happened there? That guy, he pulled his pants down. He was bending over to sit on the toilet, and he just missed.
It was like Steve sitting in the chair.
He went off half-cocked, and it hit the back of the seat.
No, you see that? That guy's got his stomach in his back.
Yeah, Anthony, I completely disagree with you, by the way.
What do you think happened there?
I'm good at this thing. There's too much up top. Too much that got in the bowl and is above water level in the back of the toilet there. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking the whole way
he started sitting.
Yeah.
Then the phone rang.
And then I think he got up thinking he was done and had one last blast.
No way.
Why not?
Because the pressure's already been released. That is full pressure. Look at the splatter marks. Don't let me get CSI on your ass over here.
So you're thinking that
Look
the
at
guy
splatter.
You're thinking the guy didn't even get his ass on the seat?
That goes from pulling your pants down.
Right.
Yeah.
You start to bend at the waist.
So you're almost
before
there?
you bend at the knees, and the entire time from that point till he sat, there was stuff just coming out.
I've seen guys do this on video online. It's actually a contest. They'll go into public restrooms and try to do the messiest explosive dump they can possibly do. They won't even try to sit down. They'll just projectile poop.
This is an upward trajectory.
It is.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
This is an
All right.
trajectory.
Yeah,
right here.
look at the splatter
Adam's
marks.
at the computer checking it
Yeah,
out.
no, that's an upward trajectory. Look at
Yeah,
that.
he was bending over to sit, and it just did. He didn't
right.
make it.
Yeah.
Well, I would have to
I
give
think
that.
we got to get some luminol and spray for blood.
I'm going to give this one a 7.
You're rating it a 7?
Sure, why
That
not?
is a pretty good one.
All
oh,
right.
God. That's,
we can have some fun with Rate
that
My
one's
Poo
chintzy.
on your own time. All right, Steve, what are the girls going to do? Jesse Jane and Carmen Luvana.
Yeah, Jesse Jane and Carmen Luvana are here. They're like part of this new crop of adult stars that like do big budget porn. They just came out with a movie called Pirates that actually has CGI and special effects in it. I personally don't get it because I thought porn was okay up to this point. But
wow.
All right, we'll find out what that's
Trying
about.
to bring a little. Oh God!
And what are they going to do?
The side up.
It's like
they're not going to do like the whole couch thing, but
they'll just hang out.
back
they'll
there.
hang. They'll show their boobs.
All right.
I can't watch.
Oh, that was an albino snake.
All right, we're going to go to break with this fine song from Stephen Lynch, who did a great job at Town Hall last night. I think he's playing Boston tonight, right? Yep. Go to StephenLynch.com for his tour dates. He killed last night. He just started this tour for his new CD, The Craig Machine. Going back a little bit because this makes sense after all the crap we were talking about with old people and stuff.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be f***ing rich as hell. So grandfather die, don't keep me in suspense. So grandfather cough up that inheritance. So grandfather don't hold on another day. I love you to death, but I got bills to pay. A stroke would be nice, disease would be cool. I'll scatter his ashes in my new swimming pool. I'll party with Hef, I'll dine with the Queen. So what say we unplug that machine? Oh, grandfather, die before the fiscal year. Oh, grandfather, I wish Kevorkian were here. Oh, grandfather, fly, just take your final bow. Oh, grandfather, die, family hates you anyhow. For God's sakes, you must be as old as the sun. Your social security number is 1. You're deaf, dumb, and blind, and an amputee. You donate your blood every time that you pee. Your arthritis acts up whenever it rains. You're so old your penis has varicose veins. Well, why don't you die, Grandpa? Why must you fight? You old motherfucker, just walk toward the goddamn light. Walk toward the light, old man. Walk toward the light, old man. It's all over now. My granddad is dead. A mysterious blow to his wrinkled old head. Before I collect a small oversight, but everything should work out alright. I'll start working on my grandma tonight.
Hey everybody, it's Stephen Lynch, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony on on XM Satellite Radio.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program. Are we getting anything done today? I don't know.
They're on Fox News, Opie?
Yeah.
There has been a live shot. They just keep the camera on the in front of the BDFV entrance. It's at 6th Avenue and West 47th Street. They just have been watching people go in and out of this subway station. There's a camera. It looks to be elevated a little bit.
Yeah, it's a split screen. You got the news reader on the left, and then you got the live shot on the right of the subway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could get a couple wow signs
All
on
right,
or Opie and Anthony signs.
I will personally give $100 to the first person that shows their ass on that camera. Just go down, pull your pants down, and show your ass on that camera.
I will give 100 too.
All right.
Adam?
$200. All right. You have to. It has to be seen by us. I want to see ass on that camera right there.
But you have to take a Sharpie and write Opie and Anthony on your cheeks.
No, I
Dude,
think
half
we'll
our
know
staff
if someone shows their ass that it's going to be us.
Half our staff just left.
They just left.
What are they
just
getting
ran
paid
out.
around here?
And none of this quick fucking half a cheek. I want a full moon.
Full moon. Can he? He's got to get a wow sticker or something. Just because, you know.
Yeah, cause it's one of our, if it's one of our guys, then he's going to have to get a wow sticker,
yeah,
too.
or something. All right, first person to do it. Someone might beat Danny.
You know, he should keep his ass on there, too, until they have to cut away.
Someone, yeah, tell him that. Let's see if someone beats Danny.
Danny's hairy ass will be hysterical.
Wow,
That's
we're
funny.
never going to grow up.
No.
I mean, after the 20 minutes we just did on shit.
Yeah.
I know. We're doing duty jokes and...
Jokes, it's a contest.
Yeah, well, now it's a contest. Now it's serious stuff. Yes, Ben? Girls? Yeah, let's get the girls
Beautiful
in.
Girls Kit Kat Club.
I'll give you 500 if one of the girls goes.
Oh, my God.
Danny's already out of the elevator, out of the building.
Great.
He ran out of here.
He's
no
going
elevator,
down.
He's getting waxed.
Hopefully
He's
they'll
running.
just hold that shot. Jesus.
Hello,
Jesus Christ.
ladies.
Jesse Jane and Carmen Lavana. Live in studio.
Oh,
amazing.
What's up?
Oh, I've seen you naked.
I know.
What movies have you been
did.
in? Or have you been in studio before?
I haven't been in the studio before, but I've been Pirates, Jesse Jane and Ratique Beat the Devil, Island Fever 3, quite a few.
And she seems pretty normal.
I was telling Nathaniel what makes her really hot is the same pink Kango hat that little girl got killed in Florida. All right, maybe that was a little too far.
Jesus, Anthony.
Perhaps that shouldn't have been my first pickup line.
Wow.
Now that's
now she really wants you.
I'm looking at the DVD Pirates. What is this about?
Well,
this looks like a real movie.
I know
Yeah.
it comes in a very nice box.
it's like a little book. No, Pirates is about bad pirates take over a ship. It's almost exactly like Pirates of the Caribbean. With
Right.
Sex.
Well,
Lots of sex.
adult films like borrowing from contemporary movies. A lot of the times, it's a lot of fun to kind of change the titles around. But pirates, all right. And I see a bunch of girl pirates.
There's a girl pirates, but boy pirates. There's bad pirates, good
We
pirates.
don't need to know about the
hunters.
boy
And when
pirates.
but when they hook up, I'm seeing stuff that I didn't see in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly.
I know, it's a lot better than that one. It's not more interesting.
I'm seeing like dick sucking going on over here.
Yeah, and pussy eating and
Well,
yeah.
fucking
Well,
and fucking
Anthony,
every way possible.
I didn't see that. I saw the two girls,
I
having fingers disappear.
Well, when you open up, There's great pictures of the girls in here. Unbelievable. Wow.
Very, very
like
hot.
A real movie.
Now, are you a good pirate or a bad pirate in this
I'm
film?
a pirate hunter.
You're a pirate hunter?
I hunt pirates.
Aha. And you?
They actually gave me the good character. I'm playing the virgin in the movie, good girl. That just
So it's
got
a stretch for you.
That would be...
I get it.
Now, you girls, do you only do these, like, top-of-the-line kind of nice movies?
I've been contracted with digital. We don't really shoot any, like, you know, gonzo movies, but
No?
we have a gonzo series, Jack's Playground, and it's not too gonzo, but it's a little not like that, and I've done, like, 2 of those, but otherwise I do features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old a gal are you?
25.
25. When did you get in the biz?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're a 22-year-old girl. You're what are you doing at that time?
I was the regional training coordinator for Hooters and a Hawaiian Tropic model.
So you were on the path.
Look at that. Yeah. Come on.
I was on the way.
Yeah. You weren't hiding somewhere.
No, absolutely not.
You weren't on the way. I got to back up. Hooters girls to porn. That's a big.
That's a big jump.
That's
They
a
used to
big
go
step
Hooters
down.
girls strippers.
Yeah.
Well, there's a middle step. First you dress like a Hooters girl, then
Yeah,
you
but
put
they're
the
not-
tray down, then
but
you
they
take
have
the clothes off.
They have fake legs. Like, they have the stockings. You don't even get to see their legs in Hooters. Someone has to stand up and tell the people what's going on at Hooters.
Hey, is somebody
They got plenty of clothes on.
in contact with Danny? Yeah, because they just switched off of that shot.
Yeah.
Probably
They
heard.
went to some 11 injured in Texas plant explosion.
Right.
Get Danny to go to Texas.
Girls, we're a little distracted. I mean, you're both obviously like 10s. But we're looking forward to one of our guys showing his ass on live TV in a little while.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, California, right?
No, right
The
there.
fire?
Right there.
Right
See
there.
right there,
Right
that subway.
Oh.
Oh, the
Stop
subway
there.
thing, the bomb
Yeah.
threats.
Yeah, what do you know about the bomb thing?
What?
No, I was seeing it yesterday whilst I was traveling over here to New York. I'm like, great. I'm like about to land in JFK, and I'm seeing the bomb threats and the frickin'...
We get it all the time, though. There's always the
I
threatening this great
I
city.
didn't even know.
Yeah, where are you from?
No, you didn't, did
I was
you?
born here in Brooklyn, raised in Puerto Rico.
Okay. So you came from Puerto Rico yesterday?
No, I live in LA now.
Oh, L.A.
I live in
okay.
LA now.
You too? L.A.?
I live in Oklahoma City.
Oh, Oklahoma City. Really?
Yeah.
You must turn some heads around when you're walking around Oklahoma
You
City.
know, you know what? No, actually, Oklahoma has so many like hot chicks.
Really?
It's like, wow, you could just make them. You can make a lot of movies with the girls from Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Southern
never knew
Belle.
Oklahoma City was
I'm
the
thinking
hotbed for
sticker
hot
stop.
chicks. Let's move the show to Oklahoma City. Wow, and what was the first feature you did? Like, what was the first movie you did? You're a Hooters girl. How do you make the transition?
I just, I'm a sexual person. I did Hawaiian Tropics. Playboy was trying to scout me there, and I was like, I don't want to do Playboy magazine. Anyways, I want to do movies. I have my own Playboy show too now, and so I just, luckily somebody was right there and signed me right away, and
Signed
I
you
did
right
no
up.
limits.
That's for sure.
It was awesome.
So you didn't have to go to, like, open poll night?
Nope. I didn't have to do anything. I signed a contract before they even saw me naked.
You could tell she's one of those girls that just like, you're in. Yeah. You are in.
Yeah.
So I was lucky. I was really
What was the
lucky.
first thing you did on film?
No Limits. I did a girl scene with Jessica Drake, just to, like jump in.
You even got into to do a girl first.
Yeah,
No nasty guys in
no
there
nasty
first.
guys. They were like, and you know what's funny? I had 2 camera crews there because Family Business was there too. So I had the regular camera crew, Family Business, following me around. And they were like trying to pep talk to me. Are you nervous? I was like, dude, I have been with girls. Fucking, let's get this going. Come on, why are you making me wait? And they were like,
Wow,
oh my
she's ready to
god.
How old were you when you first became sexually active?
17.
17.
Mhm.
Wow, that's kind of the average.
Yeah, see, I'm pretty normal. And it was with my first love. I dated the guy for like 6 months before I had sex with him. So.
Wow, that
I
must
just
have been
totally
the longest
changed.
6 months of murder for that guy. Oh my God! Please fuck me.
Yeah, but when he did, once we started, like the first time, obviously I was like tight, but afterwards I became a freak, and he was like, "I think you lied. I don't think you're a virgin." He goes, "There's no way you could be a virgin." And I think I
Wow.
was like, "Please, come on."
Pop the seal on that, and you just went nuts.
I went nuts. I went
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
You ever do the? We ask all the adult film stars this. You ever do the anal for the films? No.
Mm-mm.
You saving that?
Carmen, I let Carmen use her hands on me, and that's like about the only thing I'm going to do. And for now, anyways, I'm definitely not going to,
until the price
hop
is right.
on
Right.
Exactly.
What about in relationship?
Oh, yeah, I've tried
Yeah.
it. I've tried it like 11 times. I just don't like it.
11 times?
11 times.
Took you 11 times to figure out you don't like it?
You know, I am a trooper.
I'm
a trooper.
You certainly are.
I am. I'm a trooper.
Try that again. I'm not really sure.
Lube it up, extra it up, work it into it. No.
Yeah.
No way.
No, it's not working for you.
And what about you? Do you like it?
I actually do. I mean, I'm not so used to it, but when I do, I like it better than vaginal. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have a winner.
We certainly do.
When was the first time you tried it?
Wow. Oh my gosh, like at a couple of years back. Around 15 was the first.
15.
Hey, I lost my virginity at 13 going on 14, so I tried it
this
quick.
is a different story over here.
But I didn't like it. When I first did it, I didn't like it. I just got used to it like 2-3 years ago, and now, I mean, I cannot just do it, but when I do it, my orgasm's like 20 times stronger than vaginal, so I love it.
Really?
Did you do oral before you had sex?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how old were you when you started oral?
Well, not 15.
Okay. There's no judgments here, girl.
What about you?
Well,
8.
No, I did it the first time I had sex, which was 13 and going on 14, so I did both.
Mm-hmm.
How old was the guy?
18, 19. I don't know.
18, 19.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jumping Jiminy.
Wow.
I know. It's been
You know how hot these girls are? These are like the hot girls in high school that come to the prom date with like grown men with beards.
Yeah.
You know, like she thinks she's 18. You're sitting at the table with this guy. Hi, I'm Pete. I own a body shop over here.
What were you? What was your like rep in high school? What type of girl were you?
I was like a regular American. I was the cheerleader, pom-com girl.
Cheerleader, right. Guys just chasing you all the time, though, shit like that.
I was actually like a tomboy. It was weird. Like, I look like a girly girl, but I'm like, I know about sports, and all my friends are guys, and if you, like fucked with me, I'd, like, fucking hit you. Like, I didn't have a lot of, like, girlfriends, because I didn't care to have girlfriends, and if you didn't know about football, I was like, you're so stupid, and I was kind of like,
kind of in that crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Just fucking everyone, right?
Actually, yeah. I'm serious. I had such a bad reputation in Puerto Rico. Like, I was known as the fucking slut in school.
You know what you have to do to have a bad reputation in Puerto Rico? We're not talking Oklahoma. To have a bad reputation in Oklahoma City, it's a little different than a bad reputation in Puerto Rico.
I don't know. I was just, I was all about fucking. Me and my girlfriend even had a competition, and we were actually always writing down the names of who we fucked. It was crazy. I had a great fucking life in Puerto Rico. It was great. I loved it. I don't regret a fucking minute of it.
It's all right. We're just
just
getting inside your heads a little bit.
Two different stories, and they end up in the same world.
It's like spy versus spy.
What about now? You got a steady boyfriend?
I've dated around. I wasn't about relationships, but I'm actually engaged right now.
You're engaged?
Yeah.
Now,
he's a porn star, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
One we would know?
He works a lot with, like, Vivid and stuff. He's gone by a million different names, like Rick Patrick and just Rich. And
we ask all the girls that have, like, boyfriends and stuff. I personally don't get it. I mean, the jealousy. How do you guys get around that?
We're not jealous. He sleeps with other girls.
They're freaks.
I sleep with other guys. We're freaks, dude.
But somewhere in your head, there's a jealousy thing. There has to be. We're all human. You see him railing another girl, or he comes back to the house and tells you about it. That doesn't bother you at all?
You watch his movies?
No, I won't watch his movies.
You won't watch him banging
watch him unless I'm banging another chick with him
like
or something, whatever.
Like in your relationship, what's cheating?
If you sleep with another chick, not on film.
So as long as there's a camera rolling?
Yeah, as long as the camera rolling, whatever.
Guys, there you go. There you go. Just make sure a camera's rolling.
As long as there's a camera rolling.
No, honey, I'm trying to sell this to...
Now, that's odd that you won't watch one of his movies with him screwing a girl that you're not in, but there's no jealousy there. There has to be something there if you won't watch.
No, it's business. You just got to know what's business and what's, pleasure. And, yeah, your business is pleasure, but it's different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got, like, future plans past this whole thing?
Yeah, of course. He's going to start directing his own movies.
Yeah.
And everything. And eventually I'll run my own business, I'm sure. And then we'll probably just, come together with it. He can direct for our company or something.
Does it scare you sometimes? You look at some of the older porn stars and you're like, oh, boy, you don't want to end up there like that. Or
no, you just got to be smart with your money. The thing is a lot of people think with their money that because it comes so easily that it's just always going to come, and you got to realize you're not going to be long in this business because your looks go away, and your business is based on your looks. And if you're not smart with your money, you keep blowing it on things, you don't invest, and then you're going to get screwed. You're screwing yourself. But
I just mean the lifestyle itself usually, tax a little weathering on the women in a porn.
The shelf life is short.
Yeah.
That's because I'm just saying because you at this point in your life you look very fresh, very new to the business.
Yeah, but you know what?
We have a lot of girls that come through here where it's like.
It looks like
I'm 27 years old and I've been in the business. You're like, oh my God, what happened?
We've said it this way. It looks like that one old clam you get on the plate.
Ew.
When you got all the nice fresh ones.
It's not about saving the money while you're working and just investing in later. Like she says, if you're smart about it, you'll do good. You don't have to stay in it for so long. So
guys, you got to know when to get out. Okay, I got an example of someone that didn't know when to get out.
Yeah, this is a little too much. Take a look at her, and you don't want
nice face,
horrified,
like Jesse James.
She doesn't have a 401k like you.
It's just it's a porn called Century Sex, but she's lying about her age. She's about 88, which pisses us off. We thought she was 100.
Yeah, we were hoping 100.
The title's Century Sex. She should be 100.
The guy's having a little trouble performing.
By the way,
she's horrified.
Gross.
There you go. By the way, Anthony, Sean from Old Bridge.
Yep.
Because I've been monitoring the situation with Fox.
Yeah.
Is Fox News monitoring you guys? They went to commercial, now they're back, and the shot has been switched to an aerial shot above Penn Station.
It's a long, long shot. Oh, they're back.
It is.
They're back.
They're back now?
Hold on. He's got to be there, right?
Is he there?
Is he there?
It's not that far.
Guys, look at the TV.
And I hope he knows to get above the graphic.
Yeah, look at...
If his ass is right where that F or V is...
He doesn't get the $200.
On the sign, it'll be perfect.
He doesn't get the $200 unless we see ass. Yeah, if he goes that way... Where is he? Is he around there? Hold on, ladies.
He's got to be near there.
Oh, wait.
Or close. They just switched off the shot again. They switched off the shot.
Danny. Who's this? No?
What? No?
Someone's on the hotline. Sorry, ladies. We're trying to get something.
Trying to coordinate some type of mess.
All right, Anthony, I got some audio, and we got the girls in here. I think this would be kind of fun. We got Dr. Ruth giving sex advice.
What the hell's she giving sex advice for?
She was on TV giving sex advice. Yeah, we got an old broad, and then we got the young, experienced ladies in studio here. So let's see if we can get something done here. Listen to this. What's up, Ben? I'm talking to Danny, but I can't communicate to you because he's Oh, okay. Yeah, but he knows that they're not on that shot right now, right?
No, he was on the wrong corner. There's 4 subways.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll break into this if something's going on. It'll be the showstopper.
It's on the wrong corner.
We don't mean ignore you, ladies. We're just on ass watch.
Yeah, you're lovely and all, but we got a man's ass to look at here.
That's right.
Problem?
We have our priorities. What happened?
What do you need?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. What happened? Run. Get her a...
Oh, my God. She's stumbling.
Get her a bucket.
Here, go help her.
What happened? Is she ill?
She okay?
No. We've been traveling for 2 months straight, and all this airplane, and we've been, nonstop.
Yeah?
Oh, wow.
It's been pretty bad.
Wow, she just stumbled out of here saying that she doesn't feel good.
Was it stomach don't feel good?
I don't know.
We've been up since 6 o'clock this morning doing stuff, and we haven't even had... It's been pretty...
If she wants to enter that in the dump contest... She's in. I
think she's having an abortion right now.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Where's Danny?
Danny?
Hello?
Who's this?
It's Al.
Who?
Hey.
What? Oh, Al Jorgensen.
Oh. Hey, I have
All right, hold on, Al.
Hold on
a second. We got so much
We're trying to
stuff
coordinate
going on
something
right now.
We got sick porno girls.
Dude, the girls just left the studio. Did you see her get up and stumble?
She was going to throw up.
She stumbled.
I thought she was starting to cry. I'm like, what? We didn't even...
I know, we didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything.
Where is Danny?
Is he close, Ben? He's in the area. So Danny's attempting to win $200 today. This isn't even really a assault on the media. Fox News has a shot of the subway. It's the big story today, so everyone has to get their subway shot today. And we're offering the first person to show their ass on Fox $200. Danny's trying for it, but there might be other listeners running down there. We don't know. We don't know.
I hate looking at this shot. It's on here for so long. and no Danny.
No Danny.
No.
No Danny
it's like
ass.
we're trying to fill at a telethon.
Does anyone know what's going on here? Do we know what's going on?
She all right?
He's pointing.
What do you know, Eric?
With Danny or with the chick?
Just give me anything at this point.
The girl ran into the bathroom and just pushed all the door. And I don't even know if she made it into the toilet. She's throwing up like crazy.
Throwing up?
Oh, nice. Get video of that.
Did you get any?
Did you get in there? There's other women in there.
You got her running, though?
Send the girl with the camera.
We'll get a report after she's done puking.
What do you think she has?
Morning
what do you think it is?
Yeah, I think she's
morning
pregnant.
sickness.
She's pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, here we go.
All right, Carmen's back. Huh?
What happened?
Well, she's not feeling good, so I'm going to take her back to the hotel, and I apologize for that, and thank you for having me, guys. Having us. She's been having a rough last 2 months.
2 months?
We've been on the road for 2 months already, and it's still another...
Is she pregnant?
No.
Is she pregnant? No?
No, she's not. Believe me, she's not.
But we were just...
I know, I'm sorry. Hey, you want to see some boobs before I go?
Okay. If you have to.
I'm going to turn around.
That's a good consolation.
No, but listen, we're actually going to be today in Times Square in Virgin Records from 1 to 4, so anybody who wants to see us will be there today.
Will she be throwing up there? Or
No, hopefully not.
Come down with a bucket.
Yeah, we hopefully not, but...
Well, I hope she feels better.
All right.
Nobody likes a sick pirate.
There goes Carmen. Thank you, Carmen. This turned out...
There she goes.
Really, really bad.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
It really is a morale booster when a beautiful girl just gets up and vomits right when you're talking to her. Isn't that great? So, what are you...
Will someone get on the phone? We got to get her on the air. She can't just leave after puking.
Yeah, someone get out there when she comes out of the bathroom.
Try to get an exclusive interview with Jessie Jane, who got up in the middle of the interview and, she just started staggering.
She really was like, and she had that mouthful of puke out.
Well, she was coughing a little bit over here.
And you know what?
And then...
You know what? Our staff has so much to learn still. They're great. I would never deny that. They do a great job for us. But she's outside, right? She's going to puke at any moment. She's holding her hand.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. She's holding her hand to her mouth. She's going to puke. And she's like, where's the bathroom? And everyone points to where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
I would have been pointing at the window, the office, like,
Point to Buddy's cubicle.
What's better than all of a sudden her just puking in the middle of everywhere?
But yeah, let her do it right in here.
Yeah, she should have just puked in the bucket.
Tell her we got a doctor in here.
All right, well, we're trying to get an interview with... What happened?
You can't let them puke in the office. There's other people.
All right, Ben, relax.
No, they're not back.
Relax, Ben. I was just doing it for radio. It's okay. You're not going to get fired. All right, relax. You're not going to get fired because a porn chick was puking in the office. Let's all
maybe all the talking about what she does in the business.
I know, my God.
You're fired.
You're the
project.
We get it. You're the project leader. You'll be okay.
We get it. You're fine.
E-Rock.
Yeah, I'm standing right here with her.
Jesse.
Talk to you 1 second real quick. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, hello?
Jesse, you all right?
Yeah, I don't feel good. I think it's just we've been traveling a lot.
You've been traveling.
And everybody's gotten the flu, and I think maybe I'm getting it now.
Oh, no.
So, but I'm fine. I just got sick. That's all.
All right. Well, we had fun, I guess.
I did too. I was just stay longer. I don't know what's wrong.
We thought it was something we said.
No, oh my God, no. Not at all.
All right.
Yeah,
we really thought we were all getting along and stuff.
No, I literally just threw up.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, have fun in Times Square, and
it's not morning sickness or anything, right?
No. I can't have any more kids. So.
Any more kids?
I have a kid. I had cancer, so.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus!
Wait, she's got what?
She had the big C.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Jesus.
She's a kid.
But you had a kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm not gonna throw up on you, promise.
All righty.
There goes Jessie Jane and Carmen Lavana. Their new
movies
called Pirates.
I'd like to dig into that story. What happened there?
I gotta tell you,
you can't have kids because of the cancer.
I gotta tell you something, Anthony.
What?
I was actually sitting here looking at these beautiful girls.
Beautiful girls.
And
Kit Kat Club.
And I was thinking to myself, wow, for the first time, normal porn stars.
Yeah.
That thought was going in my head.
Silly you,
The
right?
definition of normal porn stars, you make your own definition, obviously.
Yep.
But I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, their eyes are clear. We're having a good conversation. We're getting into their heads a little bit.
Right.
They're laughing. They're enjoying themselves.
Complete
they're opening
sentences.
up. Right. Looked like there was nothing wrong with them whatsoever. And all of a sudden she stood up and looked like she was going to pass out, stumbles toward the door.
Yeah.
And throws up.
Oh, well. They'll do that.
All right.
That was something.
Al Jorgensen.
What's up, knuckleheads?
How are you, sir?
Me? I guess I'm all right. It's fucking too early to tell.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in El Paso, Texas.
There's the shot.
Hold on, Al.
Oh, God, we're trying to coordinate something. We apologize, but they're back to the live shot. There's Danny.
Oh,
there's
my
Danny.
God.
You're on.
You're on.
Show your ass, you
Show
motherfucker.
your ass for $200.
Here it
$200.
is. Turn around. Pull your pants down.
Show your ass. $200.
Show that
you
ass.
Fucking pussy.
Turn around, you
Show
faggot.
your ass. You're on.
Turn
Fox.
around
Show
and
your
show your ass.
Show your ass.
Pull your fucking fucking
Yeah.
faggot, pussy, asshole.
Stink.
He can't hear.
You stink. I don't give a fuck, Ben. Stop being a buzzkill today.
Oh, okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Sorry, Al.
Nothing. Whatever.
You
lose. Do it.
Al.
Day, sir.
You can appreciate a man's ass, right?
You've been on the road for a while.
You've been on the road for a while.
Oh, God.
Looking pretty good.
Damn it.
This week.
Hey, Al, we're starting a nice relationship with you. I don't want you to think we enjoy a man's ass, but you know what? We enjoy a man's ass. You know
Hey,
what
man,
I mean?
I love following chicks that puke. Porn chicks that puke. That's
Right.
my favorite way to come onto the air.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
What was up with that, man? What, a little bit of coke gack, did too much coke, and then just, like, vomited, or what?
You never know with porn chicks what the hell they're doing. They say it's from traveling, but I've done
been
some
on the road
traveling.
for 17
Adam's
years.
been on the road for 17 years. You know.
I love that. I love that. You never know with porn chicks. Like, they're a species. Their own, like, little race. Their own, like, genre. Porn chicks. And Orientals and Mexicans and blacks and whites. And, yeah, it's a whole different species.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Al, so we got this show, the last half hour has just been a disaster. We had porn chicks. They're puking and I don't know.
Puking porn chicks. Who has that?
Puking porn chicks, yeah.
Puking porn
And then one of our guys, we got like a bounty today. They're doing a lot of live shots here in New York City because of the subway scare.
Yeah.
You know, there's a subway terror alert. And, and it's obviously very serious, and we know that. But the news crews are all over the place today, so we're getting our pests out there to do some assaults on the media to get the name out for the show and all that, right? Get a little publicity, you know the deal. And one of our guys, we were going to give him $200 cash if he showed his ass live on Fox News. He got on with all sorts of wow stickers, but then he chickened out as far as the showing of the ass goes. And
Totally.
Now we got
What
him
a
on,
pussy.
Well, now we got him on the line. It's Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hi, guys.
Danny.
What happened,
Hi.
Danny?
Well, believe me, you know that I don't mind showing my ass. But with those two uniformed gentlemen right to my side, I wasn't about to try and pull it off.
What, they were pussy. Al Jorgensen's calling you a pussy.
Al would have done it.
I didn't feel like getting arrested and stuff.
So Danny was there. We saw you clear as day. You had wow stickers all over you, and then and we were waiting for the big moment, and it just didn't happen. The NYPD was right next to you.
There were two cops right there. I mean, even if they were about 20 feet away, I would have pulled it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, if you get arrested, you just say it's a political act, man. Everything you do, whether you moon them or stick your dick out or whatever, it's a political act.
Yeah.
If you're snorting coke, it's a political act. If you're doing whatever, it's a political act. They tell you one night in jail and that's it. You're out the next.
Can you really get arrested for mooning like that, for just showing your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know, but I mean.
Yeah, they probably would have. They probably would have arrested you. Yeah, but
cops love ass.
Damn it.
All right, well, the bounty's still out there.
Yep.
Until 11 o'clock.
We have to see it.
Have to see it on Fox. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Danny did a good job, though. He got on
He
with
did
the
have a
wow
lot of wow
stickers and
stickers on him.
We really thought it was going down, though. It was perfect. He was standing there dancing up and down.
I was getting butterflies. It was like, oh, no, here it comes.
And then he even, teased it.
He did a little ass dance.
Almost like he knew we were screaming and yelling, like, don't worry, here it comes. And then nothing. So what's up, Al?
I don't fucking know, man. What are you asking me for? It's like 8 in the morning here or some shit.
Well, where are you again? I forgot.
I'm in El Paso, Texas.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
It's
that's
a couple
right.
hours early.
Fucking desert, man. Trying to finish this record, but I keep having to yap with you knuckleheads. So.
Well, here's the deal. Al Jorgensen came in from Ministry, and quite frankly, we're like, okay, that could be all right. But it turned out to be great radio.
We had a great time.
You told some great radio stories and stuff. And then as you're leaving, you're like telling even better stories about a toilet in Japan and other things. So we told you had to call back and tell one of these stories. I think it was the Japanese toilet one.
Japanese toilet one's all right, but you guys really should get into the fucking wearing diapers in Australia one.
What? All right, let her rip. I'm not even going to ask a question.
Yeah, how do you set that up, bud?
All right. So we go to Australia. We're playing this big day out, which is like their Lollapalooza. And first night, actually, it wasn't even Australia. We flew to New Zealand, to Auckland.
Yeah.
Auckland. So we land, we get off, and go to the hotel, and there's a crowd full of people already there. So, like, it's like they knew we were coming. It was weird. It was like the fucking Beatles or something. It was cool. So anyways, this chick takes me away. Okay, and we go to her house, and we start drinking Jägermeister, which was like, I had no idea that south of the equator, they put codeine in their Jägermeister.
Codeine?
They do. They put fucking codeine in there. I was freaked out, so I drank a bottle of that. Next thing you know, I'm staggering around like I just got hit in the head with a sledgehammer. So I'm staggering around her house, and she says her boyfriend's coming back soon, let's fuck now. Okay, so I'm like, all right, except that, too drunk to fuck, in the immortal words of the dead Kennedys. So I go staggering out into her fucking living room, thinking I'm in the bathroom. I'm that high at this point. And so I start peeing in her fireplace for some reason. I thought I was in the toilet. So I'm looking for the flusher, and as I'm looking for the flusher, see, I have, like, plumbing issues, I guess, or something, because, like, I told you the Japanese toilet story, too. But anyways, I'm looking for the flusher. I fall over into the fireplace, piss all over myself, and pass out. All right? So that was a great start to the fucking day. But and her boyfriend's coming, too, which is awesome. So I'm lying there in the fireplace, and I'm passed out until the next morning, right? I mean, it's just like...
You slept in her fireplace.
I slept in her fireplace covered in my own piss.
With your dick probably still hanging out.
That was a great start to our fucking Australian tour. So the next morning, her fucking boyfriend is offering me breakfast. That's what I woke up to, is him shoving a plate of fucking sausage, beans, and eggs or some British shit in my face, like, hey, man, are you okay? Do you want some breakfast? I'm like, no, I need to fucking get out of here. So I'm trying to get back to the hotel, except I forgot what hotel I was staying at. So finally, I get a cab driver. I remember where I'm staying. Cab driver comes. He won't take me in the cab because I smell too much like fucking urine. So I got to wait for another cab. So another cab comes, takes me back to the hotel. I walk to the lobby. There's my road crew getting ready for the day, right? In the lobby. They see me covered in piss, reeking like shit, and it turns out they just talked to a Depends diapers spokesman or salesman or some shit. And so they're like, dude, you really need some of these fucking diapers, man. You stink like fucking piss.
What, do they think you just pissed yourself walking, or?
Yeah, just out for a morning stroll, peeing myself, At any rate, they get the fucking Depends guy to, like, give us a box of fucking Depends. So I put on the Depends, all right, and they're like some kind of fucking Samoan size or something. They're like size 55 or some shit like that. So the first time I peed in the Depends, it ran down my legs.
Why were you wearing them just to pee in them?
Well, because my road crew said I needed them, and I always listen to my road crew.
And you figure if you're wearing them, it'll save you a trip to the bathroom, save you a little time?
Dude, you have no idea the demographic that Depends is missing on. It's like all the Keith Richards of the world. Why wait in a fucking bathroom line at a club when you can just piss yourself?
It does sound like it makes sense.
Okay.
It's fucking liberating, too. There's nothing better than somebody that's boring the shit out of you while you're talking to them. You just stop him in the middle of the conversation and go, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm pissing myself. It's so fucking liberating. I'll tell you what, though, it was kind of hard to shit yourself, though, because you kind of got to strain and grunt and shit like that, and people know what you're doing, especially if you're wearing diapers, and it gets a bit weird, but pissing yourself is really easy. Man.
Yeah.
Just like, so, anyways, where was I? What the fuck? It's too early.
Who the hell knows?
Whoever knows with you, Al. You were talking about how it's tough to dump in the Depends because you have to strain.
Well, yeah, it's almost impossible, man. Unless like you're doing like Mr. Universe poses, you know, you got to fucking like really strain to get that turd out.
Of course.
You know, peeing yourself is liberating.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways. So they take me down, and I just peed myself and wore Depends for 3 weeks in Australia. Basically, my entire wardrobe was combat boots and Depends, and a drink with a straw umbrella in there. You know, that was walking around the beach, very romantic, very nice. So.
Were you just wearing the Depends, or did you have something over them?
No, just the Depends, because I love to hear that crinkle when you pee.
You never disappoint, Al.
All right.
Very good. All right. Well, we're running out of show, so we're going to let you be.
Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Back to sleep? I'm back to work, man.
Oh, back working on the new album?
Just finishing today, the new Revolting Cox album.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Good luck to you, sir. We're going to have you back soon to tell the Japanese toilet story, okay?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
It's Al Jorgensen, everyone, from Ministry. A new friend of the show. Can't get enough of that guy.
I think you should have told the Japanese toilet story, though.
You think?
Yeah.
Waking up in a fireplace.
Well, I like the waking up in the fireplace. Depends thing. I don't know. It definitely didn't top the rocket and the tour bus story.
Right.
And I kind of like the Japanese toilet story better than that one.
The Japanese toilet story?
Yeah, I'm just giving his Depends story, I'll write it down here, a C.
C's not bad.
I'm giving it passes, but it's nowhere near the A that was the rocket story.
All right. Well, we were going to play this Dr. Ruth clip for the girls.
Before they, one of them started vomiting. Vomiting porn star.
That's why I love this show. Every day you have no clue what's going to happen.
You know what's fucked up with the guys, too? She pukes like that.
Yeah.
You'd still make out with her.
Afterwards?
Yeah. You'd still do that. Like, oh, she puked. Yeah, who cares?
She could have come back. Rinsed out her mouth.
A little rinse?
Yeah, come on back.
All right.
Do you think that's their way of getting out of things?
I don't know, because it was going well, right?
Is that their version of, well, they're telling us you got to go?
Right.
She just gets, all right, get up and puke. I don't know what the chicks are doing these days to get out of being somewhere they don't want to be. Make like you're puking.
We got to do that next time when we have a boring guest in here. Just fake sickness.
Which one of us?
Or both.
Both?
Yeah.
Like we both been feeling a little bit of flu.
Yeah.
Just hold on. All right, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, here's Dr. Ruth talking about sex.
So that after many years of marriage, do you really need to keep making whoopee in order to be happy? Can't you just be kind of like friends?
Well, first of all, don't say whoopee, say sex. Second, the answer is you don't have to do it anymore every day. You can skip a day, but there is no question.
Every other day.
In order to have a good, if everybody is healthy, in order to have a good relationship.
Why it's always the women that have to bring that up? Like, did
you hear her?
Yeah, if you're married for a long time, do you really have to still have sex every day?
Do you have to have sex? Not even every day, she was saying.
Right.
She was like, do you really just have to be having sex?
I mean, it's always the women that say that.
Can't you just shake hands?
Do you really have to? When
do we
get to stop?
In order to have a good, if everybody is healthy, in order to have a good relationship, in order for people to smile, in order for people to walk down the street with a straightforward gait, you ought to have sex.
All right, every couple of days at least, it sounds like. How do you keep the fire of passion burning? What's your best tip for keeping it together in a marriage?
My best tip is to kick boredom out of the bedroom. If you do it the same position and the same way, it becomes boring. So you have to use some fantasy. And the other point is that the woman has to talk to a gynecologist to make sure that there is no pain.
It's very important, Chris and Jody, that most women, after we go through menopause, unfortunately do develop some dryness problems in our vagina.
Dry vagina. Oh, God. The menopause, the dry vagina.
Give me a vomiting porn star every time.
I'll take a wet vomiting porn star.
Here we go.
Dry vagina.
There you have it, Brother Joe.
Yeah, that's what you need.
You got to sample Dr. Ruth saying dry vagina in there.
Yeah, no shit.
Dry vagina.
Dry.
Brother Joe and
To you,
thank you, playing our Halloween bash. Halloween night at the Hard Rock Cafe.
That's
it's going to be
right.
Absolutely huge. Yes, Ben.
They're actually playing the B.B. Kings tonight. They're
doing
doing, if
tonight?
you go to the U2 show here at Madison Square Garden, they're doing like an after party. So they go on after at like 11:30.
Oh,
So
I guess
11:30. All right.
12ish, because the U2 show ends around 11:30.
Very nice.
Give them a plug.
Yankee game. What are they saying about the weather?
Earl claims they're going to play. That's Earl.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'm there. Meteorologist Earl. Who's he dressed like today?
D'Artagnan.
Earl. I think they'll get it in. I checked my computer models.
I want to be a musketeer.
All right, back to Dr. Ruth.
Yep.
Important, Chris and Jody, that most women, after we go through menopause, unfortunately do develop some dryness problems in our vaginas. And that does not, though, mean the end of a good sex life. That indeed, that you can use lubricants, things like that, but for many women that's not enough. That's the bad news. The good news is that you can use a little bit of vaginal estrogen, a little vaginal estrogen tablet like Vagifem, use it a couple of times a week. It's really quite safe, and that will maintain the term that I love to use, and Dr. Ruth's adopted it, the term of a happy vagina. A little bit of estrogen will keep that vagina quite happy, and you can keep that sex going. And
I heard Chris giggle.
I always giggle. When I hear happy vagina in the morning, I giggle. I giggle when I hear that at 8:53.
All right, Dr. Ruth and Dr. Mary Jane, thank you both very much.
Yeah, you have a happy vagina, and the guy's got a disappointed cock.
If it's a happy vagina, why is it frowning like the Scream mask? That is the last thing from a happy vagina.
That's the last thing that looks happy on a girl.
Oh, yeah. I don't care how many estrogen vag tablets you're taking.
Yeah, it looks like Grandpa's smiling. Great.
With his teeth out.
Without his teeth, yes.
After the menopause, it's over, Johnny. Stop it.
And you know what the dryness brings on, right?
What?
The bad smell.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the lube kind of takes away.
Yeah, beach, right?
Covers it up.
You don't smell anything when it's high tide.
But when that water goes out and leaves behind the...
There you go.
leaves behind the...
If you're seeing a seaweed line, some crabs,
an old shopping cart.
Yeah, you know.
Could be a problem with the smell. You're right. The beach always smells good at high tide.
There's no problems at high tide.
Once the water leaves and recedes. And all that's left is
sucks out the moisture.
Those little things you can pop.
Listen,
and the green seaweed.
If your vagina is controlled by the gravitational pull of the moon.
Yeah, it's just not going to smell very good at low tide. Something to be said.
Well,
any more, Ruth?
No, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah,
we ended big. I like it.
What more do you need?
It was just dry vagina. It was just a quickie on that one. So we're going to get Ron and Fez in here in a little bit to say hi to those guys, see how their show's going. They're on after us here on 202.
Yeah, what they call the crossover, right?
Yeah, we'll do a crossover with Ron and Fez in a few minutes here. All right, and let's not forget Adam Ferrara is going to be at
Rascals in Montclair.
Montclair. I'm just trying to find
middle of my
something.
show. I'm going to get sick, vomit, and leave.
Yeah,
You were there last night?
I was there last night.
And it went well?
It went very well.
I was talking to you in the office, and one thing Adam was saying is how much he enjoys the Jersey people, more so than the Long Island crowds or the Manhattan crowds, something like that. Is that you go to a club, and the Jersey people are really the coolest people that you've come across.
Yes, they are.
And, you know.
Ole! Ole!
Party rock.
What? I was just saying what I heard in the
This isn't assault
office.
on the media. I'm with you guys. What are you really? Look at my ass. Here's $200. Where's my money?
Help your pal out, Anthony. Jesus.
I did.
All right.
Told him he loves the people of Jersey.
We interrupt this program to bring you the Ozone Midget sighting.
Wow, we
of
haven't
the
had one of
day.
these.
Yes, let's say hi to Mr. Merch Tree from Philly.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Way to keep the energy level
That
up
was
there,
your
pal.
cue, buddy.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. XM 202, Norton and Friends. Come Tuesday.
Yeah, Jimmy's coming back Tuesday.
That's it.
Wow, dude. You're killing us.
You had no
know that,
midget
right?
sighting.
And I got a midget sighting.
All right, let's go.
That's what you're...
Do you
calm
understand?
me down.
Do you
Calm me
understand
down.
what the midget sighting bit's all about? We're talking, we're flowing, we're flapping, we're giving you the chuckles and the laughs. All of a sudden, boom.
Boom. Midget sighting.
Yeah, it's like a Fox News alert. They
Think
get
it's
right
supposed
to
to-
the fucking news.
You know, when they do a Fox News alert, you don't hear them like, boom, they come back on. So what's up?
So,
they get to the alert.
They get right to it, sir. That's how the bit works. It's supposed to be quick and right to the point, and then we do the midget out, and we go back to being
If you
funny.
had played the clip, I would have known you didn't play
All right.
the midget sighting.
Yes, I did.
Oh, Fox News alert. How about this weather? Wow. Yeah, it's, could rain. Oh, Fox News alert. Think the Yankees are going to play tonight? Or it might be rained out?
All right, I'm gonna put you back on hold, Mr. Merch Tree, and we're gonna try this again.
We'll do it again now that you know the rules.
All right.
Hello?
All right, Adam, where are you
What?
gonna be this weekend?
I want to do the Fox News alert thing.
You want to do that first?
Yeah.
All right. Give
All
me,
right.
Give me.
This just into Fox Newsroom. Adam, where are you going to be?
I'll be at Rascal. Does this look infected to you?
Ass.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's so uncomfortable.
All right.
Trying to make a joke of it.
I will be at Rascals in Montclair.
Now the guy's gone.
He's gone?
Worst midget sighting ever.
He just destroyed the last few minutes of the show.
He
and
really
now,
did.
And now leaves, and now we have to pick up the pieces.
Yeah. He's the guy that causes the huge wreck on the freeway and doesn't know it. Just drives, doesn't look at his rear view. There's fire, tractor trailers jackknifing. He started the whole thing with some stupid lane change, and he just keeps going. Gets home. Hi, hon. Ooh, there was a big accident where you come home on work. Really?
I must have missed it.
Well, I missed that one. Whew.
Boy, these drivers.
You're the guy driving on the highway, and your cell phone rings, so you're looking down, and then you realize you're too close to the car in front of you, so you like jam on the brakes real fast. You're safe. You missed the car in front of you by like 4 or 5 inches, and then you look in your rear view mirror and see all hell breaking loose behind you.
It's just a big mess.
Cars hitting into cars, big, chain reaction.
Yeah.
And you keep going because you didn't hit anything.
Yeah, you got to pull out slow because you're close to the guy's bumper in front of you. So you kind of look. Yeah, I made it. All right, I'm fine.
Well, look what happened behind me.
What a mess that is. Ass.
I'm just saying. I don't know if that actually happened or anything. One time when I was. Anyway, Kevin in Chicago. Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, how you doing today?
All right.
Hey, Chicago.
Yeah, I actually learned that you all can actually do a show without saying schwoogie.
Well,
We didn't say schwoogie today.
But you did, and the show isn't over, so now officially this show isn't schwoogie free. Go White Sox.
All right, you guys take it easy.
You really think the White Sox have a chance?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
They just knocked out Boston the other day, 14-2. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm rooting for you guys because you got.
I just really want those Sox out early.
You just want the Sox out early. So.
Not even because of the whole New York thing, like I'm afraid of them or anything. It's just I want to shove it in their face, like you won. It was big last year because of the Yankee disintegration.
Right.
But when it comes down to defending your title, you're out. in the first round.
That's right.
That's right. But
All right.
anyway, I'm punching out. You guys have yourself a good day, all right?
Hey, go Sox.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, right.
Could be white, could be red.
I love when they say that.
All right.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Thank you. We got Fez in the studio. No Ron. He's, puking in the bathroom?
I believe what it is he comes in right as he's being introduced.
Oh, is that it? He doesn't like hitting the stage.
You never saw Karsten on the stage before. Here's Johnny, right?
That's true.
Is he a diva now? He's reached the diva stage?
You have to release the dubs, and then he flies in.
I want to see you guys beat what we did today on our show. We had a porn star start puking in front of us, basically.
She threw up.
Oh, she was throwing up. She was just able to keep
holding it in her mouth.
Is that what the smell is?
She was used to holding that much liquid in her mouth for a while. So.
And the entire staff has 1 week to come up with the best picture of their dump, and we're going to have a contest.
Very nice. Who's judging?
The listeners will.
Yeah, good.
It's going to be blind judging, because everyone has favorites.
No one's going to know.
I have a pair of underpants that I'd like to submit.
Enter it. Oh. What, I guess today's the big day. Wiki's here.
Yeah, the Wiki meeting is
with Harry. I loved the clip of me that was played yesterday a few times.
Lying sack of cunt.
Lying sack of cunt.
Harry's getting that put on his business cards.
I was screaming because I was listening at home, and he kept accusing me of accusing him of the floss thing. And I never accused him of the floss thing. I just said it's another one of Ron and Fez's guys that are leaving crap on my desk. I accused him of being a liar because, first of all, he wouldn't fess up to me about the computer. And then the second I was out of the studio, hey, I'll use it. Hey, whatever's got to be done, I'm going to use it.